Baby Jesus. Welcome, everybody. I'm here with, as always, with Steve with Joshin and Sloshin Fridays. Here, as always, second week in a row. So we're still doing it. How are you, Steve?
I have a massive headache. I have some heartburn. I'm a little bit tired, which means I am in the perfect mood for some slosh.
Well, that's all for this evening, guys. Steve, do your plugs. Let's get on out of here.
I would like to plug the movie Deliverance. It has an excellent scene where a man is butt raped and forced to squeal like a pig.
Yeah, that's the best part. It's like it's bad enough he lost his getting his ass full of another man's cock that he just met 5 fucking minutes ago, but he's also making him do a barnyard squeal while he's waiting for that sweet, sweet jizz to shoot up in him. I mean, it's the lack of respect.
Yeah, I first learned about that on Kids in the Hall, where there's a sketch where a guy brings over his date and he keeps trying to make the date watch that scene in the movie. And as a kid, I never saw the movie. So I was like, what do you mean? Squeal like a pig?
Squeal like a pig.
Right. So I watched it later on as an adult and I'm like, they made a comedy sketch out of this? These guys are brilliant.
Yeah, because the other part of that sketch was, it was like, okay, is there any other movies you like to watch? It was like, well, we could watch the butter scene in Last Tango in Paris.
We could watch Caligula.
I got the volume pretty much turned all the way down because I haven't really tested this. I don't want to blow out anyone's ears, so let's just get it up just a smidge.
Things in video games that rip off other things.
That's good.
From other
Yeah, let's do that. Like, I want us to be able to talk over the fucker. I don't want us to have to yell because I kind of yell at random anyway. It's because I have a lot of issues, as you all can tell. Preparation, not one of them. But
by Iron Maiden.
Well, I want to give my full-hearted endorsement of you as my psychologist. My life has only improved since we've had our couch sessions.
Yeah. Well, it's almost. I mean, because you're on the couch right now. Technically, what you don't know is that's where I set my computer up to stream. I put it on the couch. You are on it. That's where I sleep. That's my pillow. It's the same, like the same pillow cloth that Lena the Plug used when she got railed by a black guy in a video not too long ago, and I saw it at the Walmart, and I was like, well, I'm gonna have to get the Lena the Plug bed set.
You have an assortment of different characters.
$40. So I was like, oh, now I know why they used
like
it.
The main guy.
So okay,
characters too.
Can you before I just ramble and piss everybody off on my own channel, can you get me up to speed on what we're kind of watching? Like, what's the gimmick of the show that we're watching?
You got it. Well, as you know, Wednesday nights are his music video nights where he charges $5 per song. A little bit of a gray legal area there. But Friday nights are generally reserved for either Bimmy or things that he thinks are Josh thinks are interesting. I don't know, man. I mean, he used to try to find really weird and off stuff that was like interesting. But now, I mean, it's just, he watched Bimmy's newest episode earlier. Now we're watching Bimmy on somebody else's show. And as soon as this is over, he says he wants to watch the CU podcast because he said there was a very funny Pat clip. I don't know why you would want to watch Pat when you talk so much shit about him and say he's horrible and boring and a grifter. But that's what we're in for tonight, unless we make our own fun.
Okay, we'll try. Neither of us are what we call fun. We're just kind of off-putting.
That's not true at all.
They just feel like a game. Before
and everybody, you're going to have to tell me if I'm too loud or too quiet. I got a new setup. I don't mean to brag, but I put the money that I've made so far into streaming back into streaming and got me a...
Then he's got to go up the stairs, fight another guy, goes up the stairs, and
that's kind of like
so I won't necessarily have to be on top of it, muffling or whatever. I don't fucking know. I don't know if this sounds like shit or not.
I trust all 101 of you.
And if it does,
To not
well,
tell
that's
anybody.
$90 down the
I've
drain.
never seen a singular kung fu movie. I've never seen a Jackie Chan movie. I've never seen a Bruce
Wow.
Lee
So he says he's never seen a kung fu movie. He's never seen a Jackie Chan movie. This is something you'll learn about Slosh, is that there are many like normal mainstay movies that are shown on TV and cable that he has never fucking seen. It really makes you wonder, like, what does he watch? I mean, what is he into? I mean, his musical tastes are very mainstream. For a guy who acts like he's so fucking cutting edge and contrarian, you know, I'm sorry, but Rush and Genesis and Smashing Pumpkins are pretty much approved music. Just saying.
Okay, all right. I want to know your opinion of this. What is the top tier corporate rock music? I'm going to give you mine first. Mine, when I think of just like sponsored by Pepsi Cola rock music, the first two bands that come to my mind are Red Hot Chili Peppers and Foo Fighters. What does the chat say and what do you say?
That's pretty on point, I gotta say. I mean, obviously, getting outside the realm of bands, I find that Snoop Doggy Dogg is put into things that he should not be put into. When he hasn't even made an album in God knows how long, and the last album he did was actually a reggae album. He went crazy at a certain point. And made a documentary where he goes down to Jamaica and calls himself Snoop Lion, not Dog, Lion. And he gets high with a bunch of old like Rastafarian priests, and like it's hella embarrassing and weird. It's like, cultural appropriation.
Oh, shit. Hey Dakota, it's been a minute. Hey, I was on a Puzzle Factory not too long ago. I don't know if you saw, but thanks for bringing that up, because I missed catching up with Papa Kill. Papa Kill's one of the only people I consider good in the Dabbleverse period. He's a good man, and hopefully I get to do something again with him pretty soon. But thank you for stopping by.
Just waiting for him to arrive.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just happy that we have some folks that are willing to suffer with us as we go through this brave new world. I did want to preface for all the people out there that don't know how you and I met. You and I met through Dylan, but you apparently have your own history with Toby from Smack the Boobies. I guess we'll be kind to those who don't know what we're talking about. There's a channel called Hack the Movies with a guy named Tony. But the running gag is that we always mispronounce his name and get the show's name wrong. But tell us about your history with him and how you met him and all the fun trolling that you used to do.
Yeah, okay. So, like, how I'll jump in it is like, because like last week we were just flying by the seat of our ball skin, and I didn't know which way is up. So hopefully those of you that are in here this week will find this interesting. It's like everybody else, I've been an internet nerd my whole life since childhood or whatever, and
don't be weird.
And I discovered Angry Video Game Nerd probably how everybody else did, because like back when Angry Video Game Nerd came out, there was nothing on YouTube at all. It was like fishing videos and how to brush your teeth properly and nothing else. And so like everybody else, I kind of fell in love with it. And to me, it kind of matched up with somebody else that was popular at the time, that Maddox character, who, if I'm positive most of you all are aware of that guy by now. Like he's really fell off. You think Bimmy has fell off with the 540 bullshit and never having Tom. That Maddox guy, yeah, that you hold my beer.
I remember it
but so that kind of matched up perfectly. It's like I would have shit like Maddox to read whenever he'd update his site, and then occasionally those Angry Video Game Nerd videos. But fast forwarding, because I know y'all don't want me to go through every video I ever watched or anything like that. I mean, I loved it because it hit home with me with a lot of those games. I had Top Gun. I couldn't figure out how to fucking land that plane. Had no idea, because there was no internet when I was playing Top Gun. I never landed the fucking plane. And exactly like what happened with Bimmy
we have to
with
talk
Teenage
about
Mutant Ninja Turtles, the
Castlevania.
scene,
Yeah.
we all know what we're talking about. You can just walk over it. Like, you can say that to any of you. You know exactly what the fuck I'm talking about when I
And
say
I
you
know
can just
you're a
walk
big Hammer
over it.
horror movie
I
Yeah,
was
fan.
up
exactly.
there banging my
cannot
fucking head on that fucking ceiling
unsee or
for
you cannot
hours until I
deny
finally just
the
accidentally
influence
walked
that
over it. And I was like,
Castlevania
when I did, I
had
was like
from
jumping all over,
Hammer
like I
horror
almost
movies.
jumped back
Absolutely,
somehow.
yeah.
and a lot of other stuff. So fast forwarding through the years, it was like, yeah, it was
I
irritating
always
that, you
felt like
know,
that was the
he didn't
aesthetic of those
pump out the
games, but as it went
videos, but
on,
I'm a
it was
young
more like an
adult
anime
at this
aesthetic.
point. So I
But I always thought of it
understand
as like
that,
British
you
gothic
know, a
horror.
guy working by himself or maybe with a couple people. I
$20 super
totally
chat from
understood that this
Pizza
guy
King.
can't
Josh,
crank
really
out
do a
a
Discord watch along for Kung
hilarious
Fu movies,
video
DVG,
every
Sunday
fucking
Kung
week.
Fu Theater.
I get
I
it.
like
So
that.
I'm happy that
Oh,
I mean, you tell me from your best
maybe
recollection,
not on Sunday though.
Bimmy in
Try
the
to,
old days when it was still standard
not drink on that
definition,
day.
was he cranking them out what? Once
it's hard
every
for me to
month,
hang on
every 2
Discord
months?
and
What do
not
you think his cadence was?
It was, excuse me.
Now and then, you know what I'm saying?
You look at the back
There was a
of the
time when it was like every other week. It was twice a
and
month.
you see all those,
And he
like,
would debut the
shrunken
episodes early on
textures,
cinemassacre.com
often
and
it's
then
like where
put them
your
on like a
imagination
few days
filled
later or
in
a week
because
later
the
on
graphics
YouTube.
weren't that detailed yet. But
Yeah,
you can
and I mean,
tell
and
exactly
he
what they're
had,
trying to do.
I
But
mean,
they have
he
these
had an
old,
original,
crumbling
not
walls with, like,
cringe
vines running up
making
it,
of
and it just
Angry Video Game
it
Nerd that
brings to
came out
mind
back
a
when
lot
he
of
was
those
still
old
standard
structures that you see
definition.
in
That
the
was
Hammer
pretty
films.
interesting to me. I mean, a lot of it had to do with like
You
iTunes. Like I remember to this day him bitching like,
Castlevania
God
games,
damn
like,
it, I
I got
don't
a
want to
whole
have to
ass
fucking
side of my
sync my
house that's
fucking
covered in all kinds of
iTunes. I hate
Castlevania.
syncing
Yeah, just
iTunes, and I do too.
Yeah.
I'm
monsters
paranoid
Yeah.
with that
face
shit.
also in
Especially back then. I was like, if
Castlevania,
I
if it's
sync it,
not
will it
Hammer
overwrite my
movie
songs?
inspired, it's
Yeah, I never sync my iTunes.
inspired. You know, you literally fight.
But really quick, going back to
you
Tony,
fight
you
Frankenstein, and of
initially
course,
came at
the big
Tony
bad
the
of
same
them
way
all,
I came at
Dracula.
Josh with this whole like
As a kid
number one
growing up, I
fan
know- I can tell you,
persona.
and I have video
And
footage of-
tell me
of,
more about
the
how
first
you
me and my
approached
dad
him.
first
What was
booted
what was
up
the early
Super
point
Castlevania
like?
4 on the
Yeah,
Super
so
Nintendo,
you know,
and just
through
the amount
as
of
the years moved
awe
on,
and just
Bimmy
how
ended up
just
doing
blown away my
a
dad is. You could
Halloween
audibly hear him
6
on camera,
video.
just
And they
kinda
were
gasping
basically
at what he's looking
it's
at, that
basically
opening
called
scene.
How to
I'm
Fix
sorry, but I
Halloween
just don't know if
6.
I would
And
just wanna, like, live
and
like
that was
like, have
I
a
don't know
YouTube
if that
channel
was
where I'm just, like,
Tony's
living
first
in my
appearance, but
childhood
to me it was. And I was like,
perpetually.
man, this guy's pretty funny.
Especially,
He's
like,
down to earth.
with
He's
the
got that same kind of,
underpinning of, like,
you
the
know,
sadness of,
sense
like,
of humor me and my
parent
friends
you
do,
really
obviously
liked that's,
censored
like,
for the
no
internet
longer
and
here
stuff. So I
anymore,
was like,
and
all
you're,
right,
like,
I'm
bringing
gonna
up in
follow this
every
guy
video,
and
like,
you know, see how it
maybe it's
goes.
just me,
But
'cause,
so
like,
I'm watching his early stuff and
I
it's
also
pretty
don't
good.
have my dad
He's
here
doing rental
anymore, but, like,
reviews with
I
those
don't know,
guys
I
and
kinda
everything, but
talked
he's also
about that in
doing
every
his own
single
thing
video,
too.
and
And
just,
I had
like,
an
living in
idea
that
because he's
space
basically
mentally, I think
using
I'd
it was
possibly
around the
kinda
very
drained
beginning
after,
of
like,
like rental
doing a
reviews
video.
that I had this idea.
I
And
don't
this
know.
is my
That
idea. I'm
is
basically
coming from someone that
I'm
also gave
breaking
up playing, like,
kayfabe
retro
here.
video games
All
a
right. So
long time ago.
what I did was I thought it's
I'm
like,
glad I
man, this
did,
guy's
'cause,
interesting. I want to make him
it's
more
just such a
interesting.
flooded market
I
at
came
this
up with the
point,
gimmick
but
like I want to, you know, like the
constantly be,
movie
like,
The
talking about, "Oh,
Fan.
my dad
I was like, I'll be an
I
obsessed
think,
fan. I'll pretend to be
I
an
don't think that
obsessed
that would be good
fan,
for my
but I won't
mental health,
cross
but
any
that's just my
lines. I'm not
opinion,
going to be
and there are
like,
many
yeah, I saw
opinions
you
that
at,
could be had,
you
but
know,
that's just one of 'em.
Speedway on 12th
Got it?
Street at 11:57. I wasn't going to go like that hardcore or anything like that, but I was going to do stuff like,
Crawling up
you
the
know, find out
cobblestone
what his
wall
favorite
and the
drink is and
lightning
take
and the
pictures of me drinking his
he
favorite
was
drink,
just
eating at his favorite fast
refreshing
food
as a
restaurant,
huge
just to
Hammer
be like
and
Tony,
Universal
anything to
horror
be
movie
like
Right?
him.
Yeah. Yeah,
And
like single white female, you're gonna assume his identity and be just like him because you idolize him.
yeah, so I was doing that for a while, and like anytime this was back before it was normal for
I
people
was
to go
better at playing
live on the
Castlevania
internet.
games
But what
than
he
my
would
dad
do is this thing
probably,
that almost
you know,
nobody
he liked
does these
watching
days.
me play them
He
more
would
than
like
anything.
set a
films,
premiere.
and
Like he
I'm
would
not sure
pre-record in
if you're
advance,
aware of this,
you know,
but
his stuff. What,
he
which I
passed
guess
away
he
years
still
ago in
does because he does all that
2007.
editing
So much of
and
my
making
retro.
sure that his
God,
movies
he's been dead
that
way
he
longer than my
reviews
dad.
passes all those checks and shit
Still
to
going
where
on
he's not
about him,
playing
man.
too much of the goddamn movie
Yeah,
to
you
where he'll
gotta
get
kind
struck.
of move on
But like
there at some
he would
point,
set
you
these
know, with the
he premieres
cross.
and he would go live in the chat. So I would
know,
just
I tell you,
pretend
I
to
lose
be
your life,
obsessed
but
with him in
my
the
goodness,
chat. It's
I
like,
was
oh, great
I was
point,
watching long
Tony.
ago.
Oh, great. Oh man, that was too
Well,
funny
I
what
don't
you
know how old
did
this
there,
this
Tony.
kid
It's like,
is.
oh, can we get
This
more
guy.
of you
He
on
looks
this
younger than me.
episode, Tony, and less of your
But
guests?
that's not too hard.
You
to
know,
advance
could you
age
just do like a whole episode of
Life
just you,
is
just
basically
film
a tribute
yourself
to him
for
in
hours
a,
on? I mean, you know, if you think of it,
big
I was
thank you
doing
to
it
him.
because I was having fun
When I
doing
play
it, and I think
Castlevania,
the
I
way
feel
I
like
was
that's
trying to
one of
do
my
it is like I
favorite
was
series
trying to
of all
get
time,
across is like
probably.
this isn't
38
fucking
or 39.
real.
I'm a year
Read
younger
between
than
Yeah.
the
you.
lines. I'm doing it
Exactly.
on purpose.
He's had
You know, and I think
Yeah.
he got it.
that
But
much longer
one
to
of
grieve
my
than me.
crowning
It's not the
achievement
Grieve
was this.
Olympics, but
Eventually, he set
to
up
be
one of
fair, my
them
dad died a
shops
lot
that
more
was like
recently than
Etsy
yours
or
did.
whatever the
Because
fuck
I
it's
feel
called,
so
and
much
he
of
was
his
selling these
sensibilities
shirts
and love
and
for
selling
video
shirts,
games and
socks,
movies
anything you can think of.
just come
And he was putting his
rushing
face
back
on
to
it.
me when
Now,
I
what
play
he did
Castlevania.
was this.
Wow.
There's this
Yeah.
old
I
TV
mean,
show
you're
called
totally right. You
Twin
do associate a
Peaks,
lot of those
and
Yeah.
movies
the
with
and
your
it
dad. I
basically
mean, luckily for me,
And they're
getting
playing
the
the
show
listener
started
is
is
this
the
like
death of
sadness
like a
fate right
prom
now? Like,
queen. So you see
am I
this
supposed to
prom
like
queen's
start
picture
like
all the time.
crying or
She's wearing
something?
that crown thing, and he
Mm.
liked
It's a
that
bizarre
show
approach
too.
to
So
a
he took a picture of himself,
channel
basically imitating that girl from
where
Twin
you
Peaks. I was
like
like,
get
that's
sad
fucking
every
funny.
time you watch a
I'm
video.
gonna be the only one to
My
buy
dad is
this
still with
shit,
me,
and
but
I was. So
you
I
know, you
bought,
do
What
I
the
bought,
fuck?
as a kid. Like my
I
dad was
bought
into
some
Hammer
Tony
films
from
too.
Hacks the
That's
Movies
weird. Yeah.
wearing
Oh wow. And I don't. I
like
guess he must have
like
seen
a
them on
crown, like
TV in
shirts
the
and
'60s, or I
socks.
don't
And
know.
what
I
I
mean,
did was
yeah. Or no, he might
I
have been going to the
I
theaters to see them too.
sprawled
I don't
them
know
out
really,
in
but
my kitchen, and I bought a
I just
bunch of
remember
candles from like I didn't go
they would
anywhere
come on
special. It's
TV
not
a
like I
lot,
went
like
to
in the early
Goth
'90s.
Candle
See,
USA. I went to
like
Yankee
in
Candle,
my telling
and
Yeah.
I
my
get a
dad's
Yankee
stories
candle, and I
tonight,
buy a bunch of
I've
candles,
given you
and
a
I
balanced
spread
approach.
them
I
out
gave you
all
a
over
sad,
to make it
nostalgic
look
one, where
demonic
you would
and
come home from
satanic.
work
And I'm in
Yeah.
the
he
paint
would
and
have
shit,
bought
so I
like a
like
new
get down
video
on the
game
ground.
for
I'm
you
like
and my brother
holding
to
my
play,
hands up like
sad,
I'm worshiping
nostalgic,
Satan,
right?
and I
And then
take
I
a
gave
bunch
you
of
one
pictures
where
of
we're
me like
standing
with all
at
these
this little
candles
frame
lit and
looking
these
out
like
at the
sprawled out
flooded
like
yard, and he accidentally
t-shirts of
blows his hand with a cigarette in it, and he
everywhere,
like puts
and
it
it
on
was
my
working
shoulder
because people
as
in
a
the
very
fucking
young
chat
kid.
were buying it. It's
So
like, I'm worried that
funny
he's gonna
and
die, this crazy fucker's gonna kill him
not nostalgic towards him doing that.
and stuff.
But
And I
yeah,
did
that
that for
burned
a
like a
while, but eventually
motherfucker. It
one
felt like
day I
like 10
I hit the
hornets stinging me
wall
at the
on
same
a
time.
couple of things.
Um,
Some of his
so that's
guests
how I would
that
do
he
it.
had
Because
on all the
God knows
time
my dad did a lot of
irritated the
goofy
shit
shit
out of
that's
me, and they
worthy
were
of
cringe
making
woke,
fun of.
and
But
I
Yeah.
can't
did
put
some
up
things
with
too,
that.
you know.
Yeah.
And
I
so
think
I was like, I don't know. Whenever
it gets too
whenever
sappy, it
nameless
gets too
person one would
for
be on, I
me.
was
I
like,
just
I'm
take
not
that
watching
photo, I
this
want to sit there and
episode.
cry
Fuck it.
about it.
And
Every
then
time I do a
and
video,
then
it's
the
just
other
like
part hit
everybody
me is
does it
like,
differently.
I
I'm
mean,
not trying to
there's no
disrespect this
end to
man's
this. It's
process.
like
He
I'm
did
not
Monster
really
Vision or whatever, and he would usually
crazy. I
be
guess I
watching
am
with
in
me.
one way because I'm doing this
Especially if
stuff,
Veronica
but
Carlson was in
I'm
it,
doing it
he
on
was definitely
purpose. I
upset
know
with
Yeah.
full
Veronica
well
Carlson.
what I'm doing.
Yeah, that's
And
cool. That's so
I'm
cool
I
that your
know full
dad
well that I've
introduced
got
you to
this
Hammer
paint
horror
on.
films.
I'm
Yeah,
not
it was like
oblivious
it
to
wasn't a
this.
lot, but it was
And
like
I had
on
a
these
bunch
rare
of other
occasions you
backstories that I
watch
didn't
a
do.
Hammer horror
And
film on
the
TV,
other things was
usually
like
one of the
too, it's like
Dracula films.
his
And
actual fans that would be in those
I just
chats
remember like
setting the
certain
premieres.
comments he would
I
make throughout it and stuff like
hated their
that. And then there
fucking
was a
guts
gap at some
worse
point,
than
and then I
Reddit,
started
and I
remembering
hate
those
Reddit.
weird Dracula
And
videos that I
I
watched, and
hate
then I would
Reddit.
actively
I
try to
hate the
find
only
them.
thing that ever beat Reddit
And
is
that was
Blue
sort of like a
Sky.
quest because there's
Blue
no
Yeah.
Sky is hell
Wikipedia
on
or
earth.
anything.
Yeah.
So I'm just trying to find
Reddit
out how
is
many of these
hell on
movies
earth
exist,
B.
and the only way you can
and
fun was it going
and
on
his
VHS tape,
fucking
or
fans that
it
he
happened
had
to air
back
on
then were the most
TV?
irritating.
So it was
Roll
like a
your
research
fucking
project.
eyes.
Yep.
I wish you were.
$2
I
super
wish
chat.
you
John
all would
Smith
just
says socially undeveloped words
eliminate
treat work as
yourselves
therapy.
in the unalive forest that
See
Logan
that? I
Paul
mean, I
likes
could
to
definitely see
walk
that
through.
for this guy.
In Minecraft.
In
A little bit there.
Minecraft,
Yeah.
obviously. So I
Yeah.
was like,
I
I
don't know
don't
what he
have
was
an
doing.
end to
I
this
don't know
because I
why
don't think
James was
Tony's ever going to be like, is ever going to be like,
It's
hey, let
clearly
me
necessary for this
fly
story.
up and do the show with me one day, because this was such a hoot
my dad
what
used
you
to have his,
did.
like,
So
encyclopedia
I was like,
phone
so
books.
eventually one day I
So
just
before
dropped
the
it.
internet, you
I
had
just
these
dropped
Yeah.
it
reference books
completely.
and, like,
There wasn't any
Leonard
exit.
Maltin
I
would
didn't
create these books,
retire.
like review
I
books
didn't
and
do
stuff,
I
and
didn't do those
also
things
just
that
other
all the
reference books would
geeks on
come
the
out,
internet
and he
have done
owned so
throughout the
many
years
of
where
them.
they
And
where they
I
give
remember
their
back before the days of
retirement
the
speech. It's
internet,
like,
like you're talking about,
I
and he would
am
just pull this stuff
leaving
up. So
Reddit.
if we didn't own
I
the
am leaving
phone, and my
the
dad just talked about
DWG
it and
Truth
referenced it, I would
page
go to
because
his
when
library
I
office
joined
area,
it,
and
it
I'd
used to
pull
be
this
a
book off the
place
shelf,
for
and I'd just
people
start
to
looking at
share
the movies
ideas.
that he
It
talked
used to
about
be a
from, like, the
community
50s
of
and
people
60s,
that
40s even,
bonded
and I would
together. But
go
over
to him and
time,
be in his recliner
things
and say,
changed.
"Have you ever seen
Things
this
changed, and
movie?
it's
Or
become
what's this movie?"
toxic.
I just remember
It's
Leonard
become
Maltin was
toxic,
like,
and I'm
he was the
becoming
big guy,
toxic.
like
So
all the
I've got to
books.
do the right thing. I
Anytime, like,
got to do the right
he
thing
put
for
out these
me
books where it
and
was
my mental health, and
just
I've got
reviews of all
to
these movies,
leave
and he would
the
give it like a
DW
rating, like 1 to 4
Truth
stars, and
on
then say
Reddit.
something about
And
it.
then
But
there's
you
people
should
that
have
do
done
that.
that.
Sometimes I'd read
You
Other
totally should have done that to
reviews
Tony
in
and been
there,
like, because Tony
and
won't
I'd read it and
notice
said, "Oh, I gotta
my
find this
fandom
movie,"
and how much I love
because all
him.
that.
He's
Yeah.
ruining my life, and I can't sleep at night,
How it
and I can't
started.
eat, and
So I have to break up with him before he breaks up with me.
yeah, there you go.
That's
So I
So
mean,
Roy came in a little late. I want to get Roy caught up. So
Maybe
Roy,
oh,
Dr.
okay.
Harley,
speak into
Dr.
this,
Harley
like,
was a
I
troll
think
to
that
Tony from Hack the
our love
Movies,
of movies,
going
at
so
least
far as
specifically, was
to
like 80s
create a mock
punk
worship
films.
ritual
I think
involving
as a
candles and
culture
whatnot.
and
Really inspiring
as a
stuff, because
religious
now I
world growing,
realize
you had
I
people in
left
Japan
Josh's community too
making
early.
these
I should have
video
done that. I
games,
should have
and
had
they're
like
inspired
a
by
weird
American
worship thing, but
movies,
instead all I had was that
inspired
weird
by
flyers
Hollywood.
video where I go around
These
posting
games
flyers
get
everywhere.
made,
So
and then they come over and we play them, and we love them
Yeah,
because
yeah. So I was
God,
like,
that clip of
but I didn't want
himself
to
as
do
a kid
that
has
because
been used
also
like a
the other
bajillion
thing too is like,
times.
guys,
Him and
I
I'm
think
assuming
most
his
of us,
sister.
like
What the fuck does his
us
sister
two
look
here
like? The
on the
world
stream and
needs
everybody
to
in the
know
chat,
what Bimmy's
we all
sister
know
looks
those
like.
fucking
I
geeks
gotta
that
know
do
if she
those
got
internet
that
retirements.
Bimmy
They never
forehead or not.
retire. They're like wrestlers.
we
They
are also
retire and then they
inspired
wait 3
by
weeks and then
all
they
of
go,
these pop
"Miss me?
culture
I'm
yeah,
back.
movies and
I'm back
movies.
in
yeah.
the
I
message
know
board,
growing up
guys.
loving
Can you
movies so
believe it?
much, I think that
You know what's funny about me and my
AA172
fucking
has returned to the
blue collar ass
DWG
pants
Truth.
growing
I
up?
know you all
We
missed
had one of
me."
those big ass
Yeah,
fucking
and no one did.
camcorders.
No,
You
no
know
one
that
did.
like
There are
it
so
was like
many
the size of a
YouTubers
house
over the
and
years
recorded
that
like
I've
Yeah.
the
watched that
worst
did a
quality.
fake farewell
And
or
like the
I'm leaving
hardboard mic
YouTube, and they don't really leave.
recorded the sound of the
Um,
motor.
it's
And
egregious.
they
It's fucking sad. But
camera the camcorders
when I
would
left
always
his
just like
Discord, I made
Yeah.
a big
blur
fucking
the sound
exit
in
because I knew it
video
was gonna piss everybody
just
off.
if you zoomed in or zoomed out.
And they were like, "This
Did
isn't
you
a fucking
cry?
airport.
They got
It's not an airport. Don't
responsible,
announce your
like, probably
departures." And I'm
2
like,
years older than
fucking
me.
shut up."
And then like once I
So I was
got
a
to
drama
my
queen. I was
age,
a
like
big
30,
grandeur, and nobody fucking really
camera
cared.
broke and
Yeah,
they just never fixed it.
That's
And
that's also
then
the other
I think
the
the
other
next
thing that
footage I
could
have
sting, and that was the other
is of
thing
me
that
when
I
I'm like 18 going to
one of
like
the
my
many
prom.
reasons why out of all
So
the
that's my
message
parents.
boards and
That's how
forums I've been
nostalgic my
part
parents
of the
or
years,
how
I was like,
I guess
well, I'm never doing an exit
the
because I'm one
affinity
of the
for
people that make fun of the
capturing
people that do the
moments.
exit. So if
Neither
I
one of
ever
them
do the
Yeah.
were
exit,
those. They were all about.
why would
I'm
I
seeing
be
it with my
treated
eyeballs
any
right
different?
now,
I'm
and I
expecting
might take
people
some
to dunk
pictures,
on
but
me.
we
So
don't
it's
need to
like
record
anytime I
anything.
would ever get sick of a place,
Now my
I
aunt
just
probably
quit going
has
and don't
in
say
between
anything.
'cause she was always
You know,
recording
it's like
everything.
Well, I mean,
Granted, it was
if you want to
mainly
piss off the people that are
because I was
there,
probably
then you
not
announce
sorry
very
for
loudly
fast
that you're
over
departing and
like
how it hurts you so much to do so, and you
those
can't
times 'cause I
help
was that
yourself, and it
loud.
has to be done. I fucking did all, dude.
But yeah,
There's a
no,
reason
I
why I
just
got
wanna.
banned on the
There's
YouTube side after
I'll
leaving
get
the
some
Discord
pictures
side
or
because
some
I left the
video of
Discord side.
young Josh
Yeah, I took a shit on the floor on the way out. You know,
Nintendo.
so
If I insert that into one of my videos, does that make me cool too? Because I could do it.
it's
like a
like
bad
one of
dog.
those meme pictures, you know. There's a
ripped it
party
all from
going on
VHS
over
tapes for
here.
posterity
And you're
a
like,
long time
I
ago, a
can't,
project
I
that
bet
I
they
made
don't
for
know how
myself,
much of a
and
great time I'm
should
having
I
getting
put
ready to
James
leave and
Rolfe or
never
this
come
guy
back. And
Producer,
ain't
me
no
and my
one
brother playing,
talking. So
regular
Yeah.
Nintendo.
there's
Yeah.
that.
It's,
But goddamn, you
yeah,
know.
Taika
Okay,
Waititi,
here's
would that-
something.
Would that be cool? I even got
Here's
plenty of
something
my
interesting
dad
that
smoking
just
cigarettes
came
inside of
in.
his little
I
thick-ass
don't
Soviets,
know.
and, hey, Bubba.
I'm a little shocked to find this out. You know that picture that you have of like it's that picture of you and Josh. It's one of the newer pictures on top of the DWG Truth page.
Okay.
Do you happen to have that saved and handy on you by any chance?
Not on
If
my
not,
computer.
let me
On my
get to it.
phone.
I got to it. I'm already there. Don't worry about
Okay.
it. Okay. So we got the well, god damn it, where'd the picture go? Now it's hiding from me. Motherfucker. Oh, it's one of those things where you got to sort by new. God damn it. Why the fuck would I not want it by new? If best is always going to be something old that people love. So, okay. So, am I already showing it on the screen or is it still on? No, it's still on that. So, let me go over here and hide this. Oh,
Whoa! I'm
God,
big.
now we're big again. Guys, we're
Big
big
boy.
again. No, I'm getting to a point. I promise. It just takes me a minute because I'm not any kind of professional whatsoever. But this picture right here of you hanging out with what's his face, Josh. Uh well shit, is it it's not showing yet. God damn it. Okay. This picture of you hanging out with Josh. I don't know if the people in the chat knew, but there was a lot more that went on that day than just them posing for a picture together. I mean, you might be surprised to find out that our Steve Wolf, Steve Matthews here is a very talented singer and dancer. And I don't know. I think this is as good a time as any to show off your dancing and singing skills. So here we go, guys. Turn up your radios. The number one hit's getting ready to play.
I will get you for this if it's the last fucking thing I ever do.
Dong, 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 dong. I see ya. Dong, 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 dong.
You know, guys. Punished Eric brings up a good point. The AI always makes me look too normal. I agree, dude. Like it doesn't accentuate my hideous, like gaunt features well enough. I don't look Christopher Lee enough.
Yeah,
we got
it
Roy
is
saying
weird when you like anytime I've made like a AI video of myself or anyone else, it turns into that weird filtered reality of like what AI kind of expects you to kind of look like when you turn around and look around and stuff. It's strange. It is strange seeing this alternate universe version of you.
well, it turned me into a tiny little Russian Jewish man. I don't know why they would do that.
you're our favorite Jewish landlord with killer.
Hey, yeah. Well, you know about the Jewish lightning. Okay, this is not racism. This is not anti-septic because this is a true story in New York. It's called Jewish lightning. What it is when a Jewish landlord wants to cash in on the insurance of a building that he can't repair, they light it on fire themselves and then call it in for fire insurance. And they say that lightning struck the building.
I swear, now that you say that, I swear to God, I've heard that or some form of that before.
It's old. It's old, man. They've been doing that for fucking 50 years, 60 years, 100 years. I don't know. Long time.
Well, okay. Well, now there's this thing in the old small town that I was at, it was like there is this like insurance fraud thing that all these like pillbillies would do. Like
Mm.
they once they needed like a quick like $20,000 if they owned like a trailer or something, they'd get every stitch of clothing, every bit of everything out of there and set fire to that fucker. And like they were never ever questioned. They would just get that check cut. And
Yeah.
and I knew a guy that worked for the insurance company that was like he said he was basically instructed not to question anything. It's like it would have to be the most it would have to be like a handwritten note saying like with like instructions like how we're gonna burn down this trailer and get the insurance money before we would even question it or whatever. So when he passed it on to me, I was like, God, that's and then and don't forget about the copper wire thieves too.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
I don't know if that is something that happens in California or not.
Oh yeah, big time. Big time. I mean,
yeah.
when the dot-com boom sort of imploded, there's a bunch of empty tech buildings that are filled with wiring and all kinds of shit. And so a lot of times what ends up happening is people break in there at night and start ripping open the walls, and a couple people even got electrocuted. So good times.
Good. Good times. Now, okay, did he back to I guess Josh? I guess that's why we're here watching.
He's watching Pat. What the fuck?
Watching what? Josh watching Pat.
He told me that Pat was boring and a grifter, and he told me that the CU podcast had fallen off, and yet we're watching it. What the fuck, man?
Yeah, and like one thing I've always wanted to ask, and it's got to be one of those deals. It's like asked to death. It's like, does that Pat guy know he has the absolute strangest looking fucking hair that has ever existed on the planet?
So yeah, the Amico.
My aunt is Italian and Portuguese, and she has the exact same fucking hair. Like it's old lady hair. Furthermore, his face, like I hadn't watched the CU podcast in a while, but I watched about something like last week or something because he talked about Arcade 1-Up, which is something that I have mild interest in. And as I watched it, I noticed that maybe I haven't keeping track of Pat, but his face is bloated. Look, right, even there, as tiny as it is, it looks like a huge orange pumpkin.
Oh no, I can see it clearly from here. I don't know why he's bloated like that. I mean,
alcohol or something.
He could be like a beer drinker. It could be combining.
Well, another thing that was strange is that when he made the Halloween video where he was Wolf Daddy and walking around with no shirt on, he had that sort of what do they call it, steroid bloat in his stomach, like how a lot of the wrestlers get like that weird like muscular bloated stomach.
Screen.
I think Pat might be playing around with some steroids, but then not really working out. So they're just sort of like he's gaining all this like mass, but not making muscle out of it.
Like basically like Shawn Michaels 1994
on the original.
Yeah, just getting like unnaturally bloated and misshapen.
I mean, whatever. It's ridiculous. So it's out now.
All right, so here's a game that I'm.
Now here is something I never got around to asking you while we were kind of doing a little bit of back and forth with each other's lore a little bit. Growing up, what were the games that you were like a master of? Like were you a master of like any fighting games or anything like that? Like if people saw you playing Mortal Kombat, did they just wait for you to die or beat the game?
I mean Street Fighter, because in the arcade version there's ways of like cheesing the computer, and the computer does cheat. It's actually been documented on video. It can like skip frames and shit. Like, so I mean that was one that I got, but it's not really a skill kind of thing. On Nintendo, one of the very first games I ever got was Ninja Gaiden. And so I have Mario and Duck Hunt, Ninja Gaiden, and Rambo, which you and I
we were talking about that the other day.
I know. I fucking hate that game.
Who in the chat played that fucking Rambo game where the end boss was like goddamn helicopter that you had to jump straight up and you had to time it perfectly and throw grenades? God damn, what a fucking I don't even like to think about it because it's just upsetting childhood memories. But anyway, Ninja Gaiden was really hard, very difficult game. I didn't beat it until I was in my 20s.
but I can get to the final boss pretty consistently.
Ugh. Like, I don't know that unless I'm like getting something confused here. Was Ninja Gaiden the first one just like kind of not super popular and okay popular game, but Ninja Gaiden 2 was like mega popular? Or am I
if you remember in the movie The Wizard, which was California and Mario 3, there was a part in there where they were talking about the next challenge is Ninja Gaiden or whatever, and we all called it Ninja Gaiden until we saw the movie. And even Bimmy was like Ninja Gaiden, but it was popular. I mean, it was popular because it was basically the same thing as Castlevania but faster.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, it was Ninja Gaiden 1 or 2 that like I loved it, but goddamn, it was harder than shit and took me like a million tries to get through like those last couple of stages, like 6-2, 6-3, something like that, were like really hard. It was like one of the ones that AVGN covered where one of your jumps, there was like a 99.9% chance there was going to be a fucking bird coming at you, and you had to.
Oh, the game, it's unfair.
I think
very unfair. The game. I mean, I'll tell you right now, man. I spent my whole life with that game. There's more deaths there than any Mario game could ever give you. You're gonna have to learn every enemy placement. You're gonna have to learn every timing. There are times where if you miss one shot, one enemy, all of a sudden you are swarmed and you're dead. It is a very unforgiving, brutal game. But when you played it your whole life, it's like a song. It's like singing a song. And I know all the beats. I know all the instruments.
So finally,
getting the final boss is something that I would have to like practice at ahead of time. But yeah, I mean, I have legitimately beaten the game. Sat down and in one shot. I think I was a 22 or 23 at the time. I'm old now. I would like to give it a try. I was thinking about doing I have a birthday stream coming up in about less than a month.
Yeah,
and I thought about streaming me trying to beat Ninja Gaiden, but then it's like watching people play video games. I mean, it's cool for other people, but like I'm gonna want to talk the whole time, and it's gonna distract me, and I'm gonna fuck up, and I'm gonna look like an idiot. So,
well, that's the thing. It's like you've watched me do it. It's like if someone asks me a good enough question, I just have to pause the game. I can't do both. I can do both if it's like a easy question, I guess. But that's about it. Or if it's like a game I've played so many times, I can kind of just do it blindfolded. But then it's the thing you've heard me bitch about with the multitasking. I was like, I just don't like to do it. I can only really do one thing at a time. The ones that I was like killer at, like if you saw me playing, you would think about like, I don't know if I want to waste a quarter. Was the original like batch of like Street Fighter 2, regular Street Fighter 2, Champion Edition, and Champion Edition Turbo. Like I had every character master, like
is probably
it I don't know who the weakest character was, but like I was good with all of them.
And he's
after that, it's a sharp fall off of a big fucking cliff onto some fucking pointy rock.
90% of the work involved was importing the game.
Really quick, the very first time I ever played Street Fighter 2, I had no idea what the fuck it even was. I didn't know that the character select screen had a timer on it because they don't show you the timer. So I'm like looking at all the characters, deciding who I want to pick, and it puts me on Dawson. And I was like, oh fuck, I don't want this guy. He's scrawny. He doesn't look very strong. And I started hitting hard punch over and over again. The low double
yoga.
Just the Gumby punch. And so I was Gumby punching this kid across the screen. He's like, stop cheating. I'm like, I don't even know what I'm doing. I'm not cheating. What the fuck are you talking about? Like, so good. At that point, I was hooked because I was like, hey, this game, you can piss people off with this game, make them angry. This is great.
That no one besides
good old Jimmy came in. Ain't seen you in a while, Jimmy. Good to see you. I can talk my head.
Supply chain is such a huge part.
That's about it. So, well, that's good. God no. I mean, I ended up being pretty decent at that game, but there's no fucking way I could play that and talk. I would have to be completely focused. And if someone asked me a question, I'd have to come to a complete pause and then answer and then go back to it. I would
I never
say,
dabble breast.
oddly
I'm
enough,
breast.
kind of like
This is
me
where
and
you actually
Dylan's
have to,
dicks
like,
are
know
like
how
the
these
hottest
movies work.
women.
No, I'm setting it
It's
up
like
right now.
out
I'm
of
setting
like
up. I'm
Mortal
setting up
Kombat
Ian getting
and
upset.
Street Fighter 2,
Uh,
the one I was best at out of all of them, ended
and
up
Pat's
being
fake
Killer
laugh.
Instinct.
This
Like
is
Yeah.
horrible
that
right
one
now.
And now you
was
would say which
that
cast it all
when
to
that
us.
game
Well, our
came out.
controller,
I mean,
Ian has
to put it like
a shitty LCD
super
screen, has a
simplistically,
microphone,
that was
it
like
has
a
3 different
perfect
gyros, it has these
combination
fucking
of like
spinners, and it
Mortal
has these thumb
Kombat
buttons. So
and
what does it
Street
cost to
Fighter
get all those
2.
parts in the
You
PC?
Yeah,
know,
I
like,
agree, and I still
also,
play it from
he
time to
designed
time.
this 3
oh
years
yeah, I
ago.
can
I
It
still
did have
play it.
anything
Yeah.
that
part
could allow
2
for
didn't
mass
really do it for me. I
production.
don't.
Oh,
Part 2 is
Runs
all
all
right,
these
but just
parts.
like
You're
part 1
basically starting
felt
from
great.
scratch.
It's just
Yeah,
something about it,
this
the
is
aesthetic, the
12-year-old
sound,
technology now.
it was
That's what
so
we're talking
new
about.
and
Which is
fresh,
something that I just that's
Yeah,
always
it's
in the
like
back of my
part
head.
2
When
from
is
how
this
I
going to be
remember it. The
released?
biggest
Like,
thing
it
that
would be
like
like Atari releasing a
fucked with
fucking
me
7800
was
in
the fact that
1994.
like
Well, they
you
released that a few
couldn't
years too late,
you
but it's
couldn't
sort of the same thing.
guarantee a
But that's
hit
the same
after
thing. They held on to
blocking
it.
something,
But
which I know that was
so you are
intentional
never going to
because
get
people
updated
would get into the
manufacturing
habit of
cost
just like
information.
crouching
Like if they
down and
hadn't done it to
blocking
now,
and waiting
yeah.
for a
that's something
certain
that
like
you could do.
heavy,
I don't know,
a heavy
investigate. I don't know,
attack,
past
and then
2
you
years,
knew you had
investigate,
an
talk to
opening to hit them
suppliers,
back,
talk
and
to
you would
Yeah.
catch
say, hey,
them
listen,
flush
what's
every
the
time.
closest
So
equivalent
I
to
mean,
these
I
little
got
thin,
why
shitty
they
thumb
did it,
buttons
but
that I
it
tried at
wasn't
PRG that
fun
felt
for
squishy
me.
and shitty.
So
Like I
like
thought like these
Killer
you can do
Instinct
Give.
2, I
He's
honest to
talking about
God
the goose
probably have
give.
played
this
it
doesn't
no
take a
more
year.
than
Well,
2
I think
hours of
John
my
finally
entire
realized
life.
that the only people left
Yeah,
are
not
absolute
much, but
bottom of
Killer
the barrel
Instinct
pasties
1,
who don't
I had
fucking
that thing
understand
mastered in the
anything. So
arcade.
a business
Of course, like
explore
everybody else, if you got to play
Ian's
it in
getting
the
lit up now.
arcade,
He's getting excited.
you
partnerships and
eventually
funding
found out
options.
how to play as
Funding
Idol.
options for
And
parts and
there was
you've
this like
tried.
great
You've had
cheat thing
several-
you could
you've
do with
tried.
Idol, where if you knocked him
You
up in the
fucking
air,
tried.
and then you
Alright,
did
now
his like
Pat's getting keyed up with his
hold
fake
back for
laugh.
2
Alright,
seconds,
just
hit
cringe with
forward,
me,
and
right?
you
You
do his
guys
like
ready to
running
cringe?
headbutt, which is
Yeah.
the same
I said, are you ready to
schematics
fucking
as the
cringe?
Blanca roll. Hold
Yeah.
back for 2 seconds,
tried
forward roll.
hell.
It's like you could juggle someone infinitely if you wanted to be a dick.
Oh yeah.
That's 17
Yeah,
So-
it had some broken stuff. I mean, there was
Yeah, it
the
did.
Glacius infinite combo, and
Yeah.
Look at how
and
fake
there's a couple other
Pat's
characters.
is.
I think Cinder had one.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's
it was
so
it wasn't
bad.
perfect.
Oh,
I wouldn't
it's so
put it into
fun.
like tournament play at
Hang it
Evo.
up, bro.
But for
This is
just for
the
pumping in
year
your
we will
quarter,
be
that was
looking at
worth your quarter. The
2024.
sound, the
That's what
fun,
we're
the
gonna find in
excitement. I mean, that's what you want in a game.
Amigo
You know?
controllers
Oh
are
yeah,
supposed
and
to
you gotta
be
think
in
too. It's like
beta by summer
I
of
don't know
2020.
what your
Bro, is
opinion
there
of this is,
anything
and maybe
worse?
I'm just
And
jumping to say
I'm
it
not
without
right-wing or anything,
thinking
this
it. But
fucking
Killer
soy
Instinct was the
boy,
first
like,
game that had
trying to sum it
officially
up
good
what
music. Like,
little bit
holy
of
shit, this is exciting. This
whatever
is
the
good.
fuck that
Like
is. It's
Cinder's
just
music
so, like, it's like a
was
woman
actually like
fucking nagging
it was basically heavy metal, and it's
just
the first
does
time you're
not
hearing it, and
sound.
it sounds
I don't
really
know. I'm
fucking
not
good.
trying to be
It is
all
not cheesy at all. It was short and
anti-Peyton, go
sweet and
fuck
to the
yourself and
point.
the Rogan
And
Sphere.
I
No,
don't
I'm
know.
not
Okay,
I'm
let
not
me
with
ask
all that
you
shit
this,
so
because
much.
all I
Not
got
to
your
be
in
all,
the
like,
chat,
whatever, but
and
my
I know
Ian is
Jimmy
just
played Killer Instinct
just
too.
Ian
Was
represents all that
Cinder
before.
everybody's first
And
pick
in
because he was
people's
so easy
homes
with the
at
forward
Christmas,
punch,
and no one
forward
believed it,
punch?
but that doesn't matter.
No, my first pick was Orchid because she had boobies and a butt, and it was so I wanted that. And then there was one time where I accidentally picked Chief Thunder, and
Yeah.
he was kicking ass. I was like, hey, I kind of like this guy.
Yeah, no. I mean, once you got so good with like one character, and you're like, God damn, I gotta try out these other characters because I mean, I can't just play it. I mean, because eventually, once I was like, okay, Fulgore is basically Ken and Ryu. So I mean, I need to pick him. And once I mastered him, I was like, okay, well now he's boring because like I can pretty much I can beat the game no problem in the arcade or home with Fulgore in one shot. That wasn't a problem. Wasn't even a problem playing other people. So I was like, God damn, I got to try out these other characters too. I think if I had to say the one I was weakest at was Spinal. What say you?
Oh, everybody, his moveset was crap. They fixed him in part 2, but too little, too late. Real quick, I want to point out that as Slosh was watching Pat and Ian started laughing really hard. Like I don't know what they said. It probably wasn't very funny. But as they're laughing, he's over there like just seething at them, and like now he's complaining like, "Oh, Ian's a soy boy and he sucks and he's not. He sounds like somebody's wife." And It's like, bro, then why are you watching this, Josh? If you don't like it, you're the guy who told me if you don't like it, don't watch it. Well, gee, motherfucker, follow your own advice. And Pixel, my friend, I know about Mortal Kombat on Amiga. I think that there was a Street Fighter conversion at some point on like all those computer ports, like whether it's ZX Spectrum or Amiga or Amstrad. I mean, it's like, my God, like I know that the market never crashed across the world. It was only in America it crashed. But I would have rather have dealt with the crash than played some of those computers, because I had a Commodore VIC-20 as a kid, which is before the 64, and it wasn't doing it for me, I gotta say.
I don't know. I want to do something more with this clip. I don't know what to do. This definitely doesn't warrant a whole video, but man, this deserves.
So yeah, so we are stream sniping Josh.
Maybe in a short.
Well, not really stream sniping. He's just watching an old episode of Pat, basically.
Well, he's watching them enjoying themselves while he's sitting there not enjoying himself.
Wait, we're enjoying ourselves watching Josh not enjoy his self.
If this is like a parody,
but this
or
son
like
of
a
a bitch,
satire-
this motherfucker's getting super chats. Fuck you.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's crazy, right? Like he'll say Pat is lazy because he sits around watching old commercials for super chats, but you're sitting around watching old Pat for super chats. I mean, pot meat kettle for the 100 millionth fucking time. I like to point out, Punished Eric says Slosh should start his own podcast to rival the CU podcast. He should call it the CUNT podcast. I like it.
Oh, that's good. I would sell it. Oh, Saber Wolf. Yeah, and Saber Wolf had like an unusual weakness, if you remember, Jimmy. Like if you were fighting Spinal, or if you were Spinal, remember Spinal's shield could absorb certain projectiles, so he would have like his super projectile.
Yeah.
Like Saber Wolf only had 3 bats to throw. So if Spinal absorbed all 3 of those fucking bats, there is no more projectile for Saber Wolf. And I don't know why the fuck I remember that to this day. I don't know why.
We're focused on Amico controllers.
Like Killer Instinct is, I mean, it's one of those like lore things I can go down. And like I said, the music is good, and when they remade the game in 2013, it's like they got some honest to God best musicians on the planet to put together the themes for that game, and it's such a weird thing. I'm gonna nerd out for a minute. I'm sorry, guys. We're kind of sort of a video game channel, so I hope you kind of sort of
adjacent.
This we're adjacent.
Yeah.
Like one of the coolest Easter eggs about Killer Instinct, whatever, if you want to call it remake or whatever, from 2013, like all the characters of course had their own theme music, and but you wouldn't get to hear the full theme unless you performed certain actions in every stage. Like if you just played it straight, you'd get about a 7-minute theme, but if you did certain things at certain times, you would unlock more parts of the song. I guess to put it another way, everybody knows Metallica's One is like 8 minutes long. Well, imagine if you only thought it was 4 minutes long your whole life, but found out that if you did certain things in your house, like you juggled at the right time, that you would unlock another minute of the fucking song. Is the weirdest shit. And like, so I mean that's another one of the just cool things about it. Like unlocking more of a song. No one has ever done that before, and no one's ever done that after, because it's fucking hard. That's probably the answer.
Yeah.
God damn it.
To answer Punished Eric in the chat, Soul Calibur games, yeah, I've played all of them. I've owned all of them. Part 2 is the one I maxed out completely. I unlocked every weapon, every single thing. I had Part 2 on PS2 and on GameCube because I wanted to play as Link. I didn't have an Xbox, or else I probably would have bought it a third time like an idiot. And I do currently have Soul Calibur 6. I haven't played it in a while, but you know, Soul Calibur 5 and 6 with the character creation is just endless fun.
I can't go into the lore of Soar. I can't go down the lore of Soul Calibur. But I did play it and I had a lot of fun with it. I wouldn't say I was like a expert. I couldn't walk you through it, but I did like it, and I know that. I mean, I guess that probably everybody in here knows this by now, but the gameplay of the original Soul Calibur was what was going to be, Resident Evil 4 until they said, no, this isn't going to fit with Resident Evil, but we could make a new franchise out of this shit. So that was like a happy act because that worked out perfect for both. But I want to shout out Nodak, who always makes a point to come in here. Thank you for reminding everybody, hit that goddamn like button, please, Jesus God. So maybe one day I can get monetized and someone can send me $1
and they know
they can buy my fucking paint.
A tale of souls and swords, eternally retold, but only if you hit the like button.
3,000 views back when they used to get like.
I don't know what this reference is.
Nightmare is a character from Soul Calibur, and he has like this really kind of gruff, kind of scary monster voice. But then like he's really emo. He's always like talking about the darkness and whatnot.
Maybe he'll start
I got it. Yeah, I mean. So Josh, now we're now on like, I don't know what, 10, 20 minutes of him watching Pat's laughing. Pat's having the time of his life.
Yeah.
Pat's getting paid, getting thousands of views. And here's Josh just like, he was laughing so hard. Look how red his face was. It looks like he's going to have a heart attack. And it's like, well, damn, dude, you're the one fucking plowing through a bunch of Monster Energy drinks and vodka and talk about heart attacks. Shit.
Our vision for family gaming. We'll keep you updated as we make progress on each
Now,
milestone.
I got
Your continued support means everything.
I got some
work towards
exciting
these
news
goals.
and some not so exciting news that I
MLs,
think I need to
and there's
share with
no
everybody.
fucking
Last week we talked about a product.
Yeah, AI use that a lot. You don't see that.
And I got a cease and desist from Nintendo Entertainment of America that I cannot. I have to stop immediately with going forward with the NES docking station. But what do all good inventors do? We pivot. So what I'd like to announce with all of you tonight is that we are moving forward with the new and improved.
I just think it's great that
docking with
has come out and done
what?
Or
guys,
we got a second name. We'll let it up to the chat, or we can call it the DWG docking station right here. And
wow.
And you can tell the excitement because I drew squiggly lines over it like flames. Kind of like when you put flames on your car to make your car even more exciting. So for those of you that don't know or haven't practiced it yet, one of the things that you can do with your friends is like you and your friends can both meet at this docking station, and your buddy can do this with his ding dong, and you can do this, and you're not touching or anything, but you can both enjoy, grotesque pornography while still maintaining heterosexuality at all times. So I'm okay with co-branding with Dances with Ghosts to put this out on the market. And I hope I can, get some investors from the chat. I don't know if you want to put in any money on this. It does come with a little bit of leftover like toilet paper at the end. So that is that's a feature and a benefit.
All right, I'm going to assume that.
Shut up and take my money.
So I just wanted to, follow up and, see what everybody thought of that. And, if we can, we kind of like donations, right? donations are appreciated. They're never expected or anything. But it doesn't stop there, guys. Guys, it doesn't stop there. Okay, because I got with research and development a second time. I was like, God, we can't just have one. We can't just have one. That's stupid. Why would you have one? So I decided, it's like, well, what if somebody enjoys it so much with their friends, they want a premium experience? So here is the Dances with Ghosts premium docking station. And if you're wondering what's at both ends, what's at both ends is some baloney. So you can like kind of suction yourself up to the docking station more gingerly. It has a pleasant smell, and just kind of like if any of you have visited like a glory hole, I have not, but I know a lot of people that have. You want to put tape over the glory hole so you don't cut your ding dong while you're like putting it in, and this also alleviates that as well. So if anyone is interested, you don't just have to stop with the original DWG docking station. You can have a premium experience as well. Now, what do you think about that?
Well, two of our happy customers are on screen right now. Pat and Ian are currently using our across the room model. They aren't quite hung enough yet to touch tips, but it seems like they're happy with the product. And and so that you guys know, we are working on the 4-player version. It's just taking a lot of effort because we're not sure how to approach that.
Speaking of touching tips, have you ever played Hungry Hippos?
Yes.
Well, then you might want to check out the Dancing with Ghosts Premium Plus model, because with the Premium Plus model, you not only get all the features and benefits of the DWG docking station, the DWG docking station Premium with baloney, but you also get it with pieces of meat and cheese. And what you do with your friends is friend number one, inserts it onto their member, right? And then friend number two with the meat and the cheese. Okay, they do this. They gingerly insert the meat and the cheese, and then once you and your friend get into position and you're on both, you play a game of Hungry Hippo, and whoever can stamp down the most meat and the most cheese is a winner.
Full story later. There was a Cyclops on the
Again, I am, all investors, regardless of gender or gender identity, are welcome here. There's no minimum amount that you can, spend to get in on this ground floor invention. And and just like this, you can take a little hole with it too. But we don't have the packaging figured out yet, so we might just wrap it up in a towel.
Shut up and take my money.
We walked past the rooms of
the hell I go through for physical comedy. I am pulling baloney off of a roll of $1 Walmart toilet paper for you goddamn heathens.
I can never eat bologna ever again, right?
Well,
I'll never be able to have bologna. I'm gonna see that fucking tube every time I take a bite. God
and
damn
it's
it, man.
a good bologny too, because it has that red string.
Right now.
So it's the good.
Oh, dude, that's the casing. That's the wax casing. You're not supposed to eat that.
Oh shit! No wonder I'm fucking the head. I mean,
You probably-
wax casing my whole goddamn life.
You mean for plastics and shit them out like a tapeworm.
Oh, it's gonna be awkward.
Watch as I stuff the bologna into the docking
Your fiancé's in
station.
the chat room.
Oh, it's so
And
greasy.
she's asking special question.
I mean, is it?
About ranch dressing in the
I want to ask questions, but like every question I have is going to be inappropriate, so I don't know where to go.
You're the fuck. What channel do you think you're fucking on? Of course you ask inappropriate channels.
Okay, like I'll just scattershot. Okay, something along the lines of, God, please. Oh, fucking God damn it, dude. Okay, you put the bologna in, you do your docking station,
Yeah.
you pull the bologna out, and it's like mayonnaise, right? But it's like mayonnaise, and you know, like all of this is very, very wrong. But I got to point out that Pixel has pointed out that Slosh is the only person on screen who's miserable of his own choice. Yeah, Pat and Ian are having fun, or they were. Punished Eric says we have a misery sandwich here, having fun watching Slosh being miserable. Yep. Roy says you guys are ignoring Josh too much. Looks sad in the corner. I know, right? Like this is supposed to be all about him, and we're over here playing with bologna and cardboard tubes, having way more fucking fun playing with lunch meat and cardboard than watching his fucking streams. It's probably more fun for you at home too, huh?
I hope so. Or my trip to Walmart was a bust.
They're like, oh, it's that guy again. All he ever buys is lunch meat and cardboard tubes. This fucking weirdo.
This guy that's all he does. It's like I want to ask him what he does with it, but I'm afraid of the answer.
You know, one time we ran out of Charmin and we only had the Walmart brand, and he got mad.
It's great value. It's not Walmart brand.
Oh, great value. Yes. Or yeah.
You don't want to mislead the consumer.
Hey, real quick, what is he doing? He's in silence right now. Like he's been there for like 2 minutes, 3 minutes.
I don't know, but let me wipe this filth off of my hands and see.
I wonder, does he know that we're watching him and now he doesn't want to give us anything to laugh at now, or what? Like,
yeah. Well, I mean, he wasn't giving us anything anyway, so that's why I had to pull the fucking rip cord. And
that was the break glass in case of emergency cardboard tube with meat in it. Yeah.
So, okay, guys, now if we get any new people in the chat next week, give me the secret hand signal and we'll do it again. And all of you in the chat act surprised and horrified. And you have to say, we've never seen this before. Oh my God, what's happening? This is unusual. You have to do that. Just promise me that.
I don't think that's a real Nintendo product. I could be wrong.
No, it is. It is. You see, I got a cease and desist from Nintendo.
First time?
You know? Cease and quit doing it. Oh, my hands still smell like goddamn bologna and other.
Oh, it's going. Yeah, it's gonna. I don't know if you know about this bologna. There's something in bologna that it actually stains the paint on a car. We used to prank people by leaving bologna on the hood of their car. Oh, so I don't know what's in that shit.
Right, I did too. Oh my God. Okay, listen to this prank I did that's not bologna related. Okay. Oh God. And I'm just a nasty animal anyway. For those of you that fucking enjoy me or hopefully enjoy me anyway, it's like you'll realize I have random stories out the fucking ass, and when they pop into my head, I have to tell them right then and there because I'm not. Like I said, I can't stick to one topic anyway. I'm not one of these guys that like, we're doing a Josh stream and we're going to talk about Josh for 2 hours exactly and nothing but Josh and Josh, and we don't have any lives outside of the stream. We spawn into existence at the beginning of the stream. We talk about Josh. 2 hours later, we exit the stream, and nothing happens in our life the rest of the week. We just simply wait until next week. Okay, so anyway. Like what I did one time, it was like I went to this fucking thing called Votech, right? Because like I was almost shy of all the credits I needed to graduate high
So
school
LJN
because
Defender,
I
his
was
whole channel.
all I did
I
was
can
all I
only
did was
assume
try to get
is off the
laid,
back of
ride
James Rolfe.
skateboards, and listen to death metal. So
Yeah,
I
yeah.
didn't
Title in
really
his
pay
name
attention
kinda
at
says it
school. I
all.
didn't
He,
really do
I guess,
anything. I wasn't a
defends
bad kid.
LJN
I wasn't a
games
badass.
and
I ain't trying to
why
sell myself that
they're
way or nothing like
actually
that.
not
But I was,
steaming piles
in
of
a sense, kind of like a
shit.
stereotypical, almost like
And I always
stoner
just like
retard.
remember coming
And
across his
and finally one day I
videos
got
back
called
in
in
the
the
day and
office
thinking
like,
like,
man,
oh, another
they
James
were like,
Rolfe ripoff.
you're either gonna
Stupid.
have to like go to
LJN,
VOTech
the
to get some
Rainbow of
extra
Doom.
credits,
Most
or
people
you're gonna have to go to
despise the
summer
company and their
school. And that
supposedly crappy
thought was
games,
like,
but
I
I
knew
actually
summer
enjoy
school
them,
wasn't like
and
the
that's
fucking
why I
movies.
now
I was
don
like,
the
oh, I'm not
moniker
going to fucking
of
summer school.
the
Hell no. That's
Hold
where
on,
the
wait a
fucking
second.
that's the
Roy
animals go
Roy
to that.
Royson says,
So I was like,
LJ Defender
I'll
retired.
get
He
the
got
extra
super
credits at
depressed and became a
VOTech.
woman and
So
turbo lefty. Not even kidding.
fast forwarding a little bit,
Okay.
every
Well, with that
day
receding hairline, those
at the
hair
end of
plugs
normal
are
school,
quite
I would have to
costly,
catch a
unless
bus
it's
to
just
go to
like a
VOTech for a
wig
couple of
style
hours to
with
get
that
those extra
whole,
credits.
transition
One of my
thing.
friends, I mean, they definitely not an enemy, but a friend, but we all picked on one another. Everybody was fair game, busting balls and all that.
Super trigger
One of our
where he's just
friends drove, and we noticed there was a fucking dead skunk in the goddamn parking lot. So I had this awful idea. I was like, hey, is there a fucking rope or anything around here? And I did it. I take ownership. I ran up to this dead, rotting skunk, and I tied a rope around it, and I tied it around the bumper of my friend's
welcome
car.
to the LJN Defender.
Fucking
When
bastard.
he got to his car, he never noticed it because we kind of kicked it under his car a little bit. It's like, God, it stinks. And the whole way to VOTech, he was behind us, and you could see this goddamn skunk. It was like it was surfboarding, like it was Batman in the 1960s, and it was
Yeah.
series with Back to the
whole way to
Future.
VOTech.
Back to the Future
And
for
when
the
we
NES
got
was
there,
released
it
in
was
September
so
1989, 2 months prior to the film hitting theaters. It was developed
I mean,
by
what
Software.
you're pulling it behind your horse like it's the skunk is a horse thief or he fucking raped somebody or something, like
Game Boy Adventure,
desecration of an
and of
animal.
course,
Holy
the
shit!
superior sequel. Games credit-
But I like your description of how it was like doing wakeboarding, because like when you do wakeboarding, you go behind the boat and you go back and forth and you jump over the waves. So I hope that he hit a couple of little rocks or something, got some airtime.
James took a shit on
Ugh.
that. Aren't you supposed to be doing the opposite?
And I'm sorry, we've ignored the chat a little bit while we ramble. Oh yeah, it'll get soggy very quickly. No, that was not ham. That was premium bologna.
More than meets the ear with this peculiar ditty. The loop blasts out of the speakers at a brisk pace, which was apparently a decision made by
See, I told guys, I told you about him. He is brilliant.
I'll keep the compliment up for the rest of the stream. I don't need to read any more.
And Jimmy says that when the chat is ignored, that means magic is happening. Yeah, thank you, Jimmy. You're a professional, so I will take that to heart for sure.
Of Power of Love from the first movie. I'm not going to include the actual recording for copyright reasons, but if you listen to
that's right. We got a misery sandwich here. We're having fun.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if you noticed. Have you noticed what he's watching right now?
I can't really make it out. It looks like a music video of some sort.
Have you ever heard of the LJN Defender?
I know that not everyone shares
that's not ringing a bell.
Okay. Basically, he was a YouTuber that wanted to piggyback off of James Rolfe. So whenever Bimmy would talk bad about LJN, this guy would make a video saying, well, actually, Back to the Future is actually a good game because of this, and this. And the whole thing failed as a premise. LJN does indeed suck. Defending them actually made this guy into a lolcow. Dude becomes a troon at some point. Yeah. And congrats to Roy. He got his chat read by Josh without paying for it, by just being informative and by being knowledgeable. And Roy, that's how I first got started in Josh's chat. Was he read a lot of my chats without any money involved because my shit was on point and relevant while he's falling asleep. Don't give him too much though, Roy, because then you're basically the producer. which maybe you ought to be. I mean, it's more likely to you than me. So
I mean, I know I'm probably the 10 millionth person to say this about Josh, but like, okay, so I'll tell you all what I did the other day, and you all are I understand. Probably it's going to be a unified. Why the fuck did you do that? That was a bad idea. That was torture. I watched an entire Josh episode by myself, sober as a judge. And if you had to guess, I mean, and I'm putting you all on the spot, if y'all had to guess what was probably the worst one I could have picked, if you had to pick one, just one, what one would you have thought would be the worst one for me to have picked to watch?
The makeup tutorial.
Nope, it wasn't that. Does anyone in the chat have a guess?
Oh, I don't know. Let's do that. So, guys, we're gonna give you 1 minute to take a guess of what was the Slosh episode that damn near broke the dock.
And I watched it beginning to end. I didn't skip nothing. And it was, I believe it was like almost 3 hours exactly. If that's another, I don't know if that's a hint or not. But.
Well, I mean, he has a lot of 3-hour streams and none of them are good. I mean, like, it's when you say something like it sucks, it's like that could be anything. I mean,
yeah. It's one of the shitty ones.
With the red eyes. If I can't I'm playing one of my videos, recent,
yeah.
my top 10
no, Jimmy,
it wasn't the thrift store.
That's the universal sign of fuck. I don't fucking know. I'm not sure. Jimmy, is this your first experience with Dancing with Ghosts? Because I'm brand new to it too. Each episode, I'm learning a little bit more and more from Steve Matwolf.
Yeah, no, and hey, Jimmy, if you ever want to get in on the act, man, all you Dabbleverse guys are chasing after people with 2,000, 3,000 subscribers. Homeboy over here's got 20K. So if you take a bite out of his ass, it's a kind of. I mean, I made a joke channel and somehow got 100 subscribers out of it. I don't know how the fuck that happened.
Yeah, and Jimmy, you're cut from the same cloth as us. I think you need to do what I'm doing, and that is quietly exiting the Dabbleverse without really saying anything about it. Because I'm just doing my own thing, and I know Jimmy's channel, he does his own thing completely. When I get to check it out, he's watching like fucking creepy old video, like the kind of videos that they would show you. Like, what are they called? Not industrial films. I swear he was playing like industrial films, and he's got all this great special effects and shit. And then, like the Dabbleverse, it is one way to kind of get your fucking foot in the door to like make some friends real quick. But just like a door that like kind of leads you to, you know, heaven and hell and purgatory to make some friends, you're also gonna meet some fucking retard demon, right? Or ECW music. That's where is the ECW music coming from? Is that coming from him?
Yeah, it is.
Okay, because I was gonna say,
God, he is actually going so far back that he's gonna watch Pissed Off Angry Gamer, which is one of the very first James Rolfe ripoffs.
This is my
and then there was like
Xbox
that
One.
other guy, the irate gamer.
Xbox 360.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, this is what we're watching now, guys. We went from Bimmy to Pat to now this, which is, I mean, Brown Electrons makes his fucking living off making fun of this guy. And now we're gonna watch it. I mean, jeez.
The broom handle to point at stuff.
He somehow has
championship
that
wrestling.
I
Right, I miss ECW. I miss all the old wrestling. I can't watch. I don't know how the fuck you and Dylan watch new wrestling and not pull your fucking teeth out and screaming in pain. It's fucking awful.
And the reason I call it
It's
the
like
Nintendo shit cube because it's a piece of fucking shit.
Oh, I'm trying to turn it. How the hell does he have it so loud? Oh my god! I don't think I've ever seen this fucking guy before.
So burned out. Holy shit.
The dumbest shit makes Josh laugh and fucking giggle. Like anytime somebody yells bad words, he just laughs and laughs like it's the funniest thing. That fucking Winnebago man shit is like, it's mildly funny. It's all right. But for that whole fucking documentary, he was just giggling like a little girl. And I'm like, dude, it's not that funny, dude. Like, you need to have jokes. You can't just be screaming bad words. Like, that's not a joke. I know, right? Josh saying that the Homeboy was burned out. Like, bro, more people know who Pissed Off Angry Gamer is than they know who fucking Dancing with Ghosts is.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh,
I don't see Brown Electrons making Dancing with Ghosts videos.
No, fuck no.
Although he should.
Yeah. Yeah, he was doing that thing the other day. I think it was with that Winnebago. Oh, to answer the question that I almost completely forgot to ever get back to, the 3-hour one that I sat all the way through, it was torture on multiple levels because he was watching all the music videos from Rex Viper.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah, it was not my favorite idea, but I was like, oh my god, it's like I kind of gotta know how bad the Rex Viper stuff is a little bit better, and what a good way to kill two birds with one stone. And man, I just hated everybody by the end of that 3 hours. It was just bad.
I know, and the thing is like, okay, he'll make a whole fucking slew of videos saying Rex Viper's cringe, it sucks, it's terrible. But then when time comes to entertain your audience, that's what you choose. You're choosing something that you say is objectively horrible, and you're gonna shove it in your audience's face. I mean, that's almost like abusive, and yet people throw money at it. I don't know, like, back when I was in his chat, I would encourage him to play things that are weird or offbeat. There's so much things out there that are not copyrighted that you can watch that are funny. But for him, it always has to go back to either Bimmy or something in the circle of Bimmy, because even the Corey Feldman stuff, I mean, he desperately wants to be a retro gaming YouTuber, I guess. I don't know. The band's not going anywhere. And look at him. He's just laughing and laughing like this. He swears it's the first time he's ever seen this. And I mean, it was funny 20 years ago.
Yeah, now that I think about it, I do believe I've seen this random Russian motherfucker before, but who knows when. But yeah, no, Jimmy's like, he likes doing his own thing. Never consider him also a DV guy. Just a big fan of entertainment. Well, I, for one, hate entertainment. What do you think about music, Steve? Do you like this music thing that the kids are all talking about?
It's a bunch of fucking noise, and I can't hear my birds and my wind.
I can't pay attention to, spinning my hoop with my stick as I run down the street. That's a random movie that to me was just one of the most perfect, hilarious movies of the 2010s, A Million Ways to Die in the West. One of the last movies that I believe they got away with a whole lot of shit that they wouldn't get away with even like 2 years later.
Yeah, for sure. Since he's kind of gone off the rails and is completely unfunny at this point, there is something that I would like to point out. He on the last music video stream, at the 1 hour and 19 mark, somebody requested a Crispin Glover song, and as you know, Crispin
Noir.
That'd be fun. Crispin Glover song. Now, as you know, Crispin Glover is kind of a troll himself. So as Josh is watching the song's about a clown, which you might find interesting. It drives him nuts to the point of despair. He starts to suspect it's a troll request. And if you don't know about Crispin Glover's clown song, it's pretty awesome. Just saying.
But yeah, I mean, another thing that he does, and I guess you all have probably beat this drum to death too. It's like he watches something for 5-10 minutes straight and doesn't say a goddamn thing. Just watches.
Yeah. I mean, that's it. It's like, and then when he does add stuff to it, it's just like, oh, this guy sucks. Or this, like, is he going to tell you this guy's real name was Eric, or that he's from Russia, or like, no, he's just going to be like, oh, that's funny, or that's not funny, or I remember this, or I remember that. Like, I don't know, man. He needs a co-host. He needs a co-host. He needs fucking jokes. He needs a script. He needs to vet the material before he watches it. That's for goddamn sure.
Yeah. just a couple of things. Just plan a couple of things. It's like I'm by no means an actor or comedian or anything, but just have a couple of things. Like I made like a little notepad today of just stuff that you know I wanted to talk about, just to make sure that I brought up.
Sure.
Just to do that much. Just do that much. Start there, Josh.
Yeah. No, I know. And the thing is like I would try to do it from the chat. I would like interject, info bites or suggestions or whatever. And yeah, at a certain point, he didn't like my input because if anybody ever has good ideas, he'll shoot you down real quick.
My 1/4 heritage of Italian. Don't
Ugh.
mention him with us.
We don't fucking talk like that, okay? First of
Yeah, I mean, I kind of forgot I was watching Josh watch Winnebago Man when I was watching it with him the other day, as he stayed
Yeah.
silent for so long.
I know. And then when he finally does interject, it's like nothing really of note or interest. It's just his like little personal, thoughts, his little, I don't know, like now here's what you should do before you watch the thing. Research Winnebago Man, research the guy himself, so that when the documentary starts talking about something, you can chime in and say, oh, this is reference to something else that happened that may or may not be in the film, or just like have some insight, like talk about something about that's not fucking Bimmy all the time. God damn, dude.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, he kind of almost got started with Winnebago Man, talking about like the era that video came out on YouTube. That would be something like, all right, people like me that are smart marks, that love behind the scenes. I love behind the scenes information. You can't give me too much behind the scenes information. Like, take more breaks when you're watching something like Winnebago Man and go, and this is something else about this character, and this is something else that was going on at the time, and
Sure.
anything.
Anything. To say where you were at when you first saw the documentary. Like, who were you with? Did you show it to other people? It's just him. Oh, the guy said the F word. And it's like, dude, you got to do better. You got to add more to what you're talking about.
Yeah, I mean, think about this. Here's an example. Like, okay, like everybody here, I bet, has seen Troll 2 multiple times. And
Sure.
we've all probably had our own moments of like fandom, like explaining how dumb this movie is and wanting to show it to everybody. And then when you do get that, that lucky customer that would come to your house and like, fine, show me this movie. You want to pause it all the time and like talk about all the shit that they fucked up here and they fucked up there, and how this person was in real life, and the behind the scenes documentary that they made in 2009 about it. Have some fandom, you know what I mean? It's okay to be a fan and excited to talk about something like the nerdy nerd shit that I fucking love in like pro wrestling. Like, I love the old WWF WCW theme music, and I know way too much behind the scenes information about who wrote what, who did what instruments, where they actually recorded at, the names of, when they had people that sung on the songs, the actual names of these dipshits that are not household names. If it wasn't music produced by the WWF, where did it come from? Oh, it's called production music. Where do you get it? Production music libraries. You license it. That's why you heard the Hardy Boys music in a fucking Chef Boyardee commercial. That's what I'm getting at, is like, get excited about something that you know a lot about and start sharing that information with the audience, because that makes whatever you're stream sniping even more fun.
Yeah. Apparently Roy said he was talking about me. Doesn't surprise me. He'll talk about me, but he won't say anything, right? He won't say my name. He won't say who I am or what I do. He'll just be like, there's that fucking troll that clips me. And give me some fucking credit, dude. I am the president of your fan club. I have created the largest website that hosts your fucking ass. I have brought more eyes to you than your goddamn music has. Fucking, you should be kissing my ass for how much I talk about you, dude. I pay more attention to you than anybody. God knows why. That's why I have a psychologist who's trying to help me through it.
That's me.
That's right.
And that's what. And we're trying to make you money, motherfucker, with this. With this filthy docking station, the DWG docking station. It's got fucking rotting bologna and cheese, and it's wet to the touch. It's got this little piece of jack off paper still hanging off of it.
That really sells it. I got to give you credit because I can tell that that's probably the original adhesive that you were very careful not to destroy.
I was very careful.
Yeah.
Took great care taking the paper off of this goddamn thing. And now look, this is what I went through for you people. Now I'm talking through the dick snake. I'm talking through the dickin' tube. It's like, look what I did for you people. Look at this.
Right.
Look at this right here.
Oh, dude, I thought you like had one that you just had laying around, but you actually unraveled a whole fucking roll for a gag. Guys, if that's not devotion to fucking comedy and entertainment, he ruined the paper towel tube for you people.
I went to Walmart to buy the meat and the cheese and 2 rolls of paper towels.
I'll be sure to. I'm gonna mail you some.
Gag.
I'm gonna mail you some paper towels. I promise.
I'm gonna use them. I'm gonna beat my meat into them.
Not all in one night.
Not in one night. That's what the upcoming Goon Marathon is for. I guess I could roll it back up and try to adhese it back to the docking station.
Well, I don't know. Maybe you can find like another piece of cardboard.
It's working.
Hey, look at that.
I think I've figured out how to put the toothpaste back into the tube.
You know, people say that can't be done. They obviously don't know that you just like suck it back in by, exhaling the tube and then inhaling it. Like, I've put toothpaste back into tubes all the time. I do it every day. Can't you tell by my beautiful grill?
All right, guys. All right, here it is. I'm gonna see if I can't get it back onto the docking station. I'm gonna see if I
shit, really?
I'm gonna see if I can't transform this. Transform it back into a Constructicon. Let's see. All right, so here we go.
I think the people in the chat have to realize that. See, what you're doing right now is far more entertaining than Josh watching Josh's old content. This I am on the edge of my seat if this can be done or not.
It can be done. I'm gonna be careful.
Just shove it in.
I'm doing it. I did it. Look, it's there.
It's got a reservoir tip now. What up, Spurg Snake? Yeah, you came in at just the right time. Oh shit.
I know people don't rewind live streams, Spurg Snake,
but you should.
I suggest you do.
Yeah.
I know it's almost like a... Now, look, guys, look. I'm repairing the Dancing with Ghosts docking station with this tape.
Such as a baseball.
Yay!
Look!
This game happens to be included on the NES Classic, so if you own one of those, now you too can.
It's actually stained from the tape. I've healed it.
We've had Moppy and Head and Mr. Sacco. This thing that you've built can be the new wrestling inanimate object to be shoved in people's mouths.
So Spurg, if you rewind, and I'll never ask anyone to do this, but I'm going to ask you, if you go back to the beginning, I made a music video for Steve that I think you'd like. So you have that, and then you have the docking station, which I'm pretty sure you will throw up in your mouth just a little bit. Oh God, this one's the heavy one. This one's the heavy one. It's got all the meat in it.
Oh. Me and my brother played the. Yeah, I knew.
It smells bad. I should stop smelling it.
It's like a big ass cigar for your nose, and you're just fucking huffing on it.
I want to put another piece of paper on it to like cover the smell. That should block the smell.
What's a filter like a cigarette now?
Like this game on the internet. In doing research for this video, I found out that this game was a small part of
It's a menthol. Get a menthol tube.
If I could encourage anyone to do anything, have some goofy, stupid fun with your friends now and then. It doesn't all have to be doom and gloom.
Yeah.
Like there's goddamn Dabbleverse people,
Yeah.
and like for example, what I've seen of the Cinemassacre, I'm gotta fix this camera, and like what I've seen of the Cinemassacre Truth, they're trolling, but it doesn't seem like they're trolling for fun anymore. They seem like they're trolling out of pure goddamn fucking anger, and yeah.
But in doing so, he accidentally shrinks all the.
You know what's funny is that when he watches his old content, when he runs out of ideas, this particular video he's watching, this is like the third or fourth time I've seen him watch it. He says that he's super proud of it, which is why he forces it on people. But at the same time, he's like, "Oh, NES sucks. I hate the NES and blah blah blah. It's overrated." And I don't get what he does when he does this to himself or to his chat. I guarantee you, people are leaving the chat right now. They don't want to see him watching his own shit. And I don't know.
He's watching his own shit.
Yeah, he's watching his own. He does this a lot, constantly, and I've made fun of him in the past about this. But when he runs out of ideas and doesn't want to have copyright risks, he'll pick an old video that he worked really hard on that has no views and force it on the audience and be like, "I'm proud of this." And it's like, nobody wants to watch that, dude. They didn't want to watch it back then. They sure as hell don't want to watch it now. Do you want to learn about Josh talking about Zezix on fucking NES? No.
Fucking weird and cool.
Nobody fucking cares.
Because he's also talking about a game that I definitely never played, and I don't think I was aware that it existed back in the day.
Yeah, I mean, and so I don't know why he this is back when he was trying to do the Bimmy thing. And it's funny because like he'll make fun of Bimmy saying, "Oh, he spends too much time explaining things that are too obvious." And you watch the videos, and that's exactly what he's doing right here with this game. Like just explaining the game mechanics and whatever. It's like, make a joke, dude. Make it entertaining. A little snappier, a little faster. You know, like come on.
It's like again, like what kind of Norm is saying here, like I didn't love that video that we watched last week, but he was putting effort in it, with the microwave on the trash can and the creepy basement and the
it was effort. It wasn't funny, but it was effort. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, and it also is a game again I never heard of. I mean, I got tunnel vision on the shit that I like, so I mean, I'm not the core audience for really anything, really. I mean,
what would be a good idea for him to do right about now, if he's watching his own material, is to comment on the making of the video. How did you do it? How long did it take to get the footage? Was it on a real console? Was it on emulator? He's in silence. Look at he's completely fucking silent while his old self talks for him, and he's just sitting around waiting for super chats, which sycophants do throw at him for no fucking reason.
I mean, and he better love. I mean, the good times are going to quit rolling eventually.
Yeah.
He has an audience that is loyal to. I mean, on one hand, I kind of get it because like I'm watching it, and I could kind of feel like the ones that I watch, I could kind of feel like, hey, you know what? I could see where his audience, it's like having a comforting friend in the room. Yeah, my friend that bitches all the time, but he's my friend that bitches all the time. So I can kind of see his chat and him being bedfellows. So, but that's not going to be forever,
No, and I could go on about that for hours and hours about the psychology of the people that are really stuck to him. Because there are people that, Narm, myself, If We Shadows, who's in the chat, we were all people that were very supportive of him, and we've all given him good ideas and or donations or whatever. And after a while, we just start to realize that he doesn't want that. He doesn't care about that. You have to kiss his ass. It's not even enough to give him $5. If you give him $5 and say, I don't like this video, he gets all butthurt. You know, he won't thank you for your money. He'll say, oh, charge it back then, or watch something else. Like, he wants you to kiss his ass. That's what he wants. He wants his audience to watch this old video that he made and be like, it's so good, Josh. You did such a good job. Oh, wow, it's so amazing. And meanwhile, Pixel got it right, where it's like, I'm sorry, Punished Eric got it right, where, yeah, he's like, look how proud I am of the time I ripped off James Rolfe. I mean, I don't know. Like, the band is the one thing that is uniquely from himself, and it's the one thing that he neglects. I don't understand it. How much money did you give him with super chats and care packages? If I had to estimate, probably somewhere close to $200, which is far more generous than I ever should have been. But there was a time that I thought that he was going to use that money to do better with the show or get better stuff, or then he starts drinking a little more, and then he starts getting a little more entitled. To be fair, I never sent him straight up money. I sent him like comic books or things that were worth money. I mean, theoretically. Now I do know that he is on eBay. He sells shit on eBay. He's admitted to that before. So I'm sure at some point he sold off the things I gave him. Yeah, I don't know, man. Like, he doesn't really appreciate gifts or money. He wants you to kiss his ass. Like, it is very, an A and B situation where you can't have one without the other, basically.
Hey, Jim, you got any free days this coming week? I'd love to have you on to do a sit down with you at some point. I know I asked you back in the past, but I don't like pestering people. You're one of the few people I want to talk to. I turn down going on shows all the time. I want to talk to you.
Yeah, Jimmy's fun. I pop up in Jimmy's show every now and then when I have a chance to do so, and it's always fun, conspiracy stuff or weirdness, or it's very dreamlike, psychedelic sort of flavor, which kind of matches the late at night feeling, because you're already sort of disheveled and a little bit disoriented, and then Jimmy comes on with all the weird noises and weird videos, and it's like, it feels like drugs. I mean, it's very entertaining.
Really, what I'd like to do is this. Okay, it's the solution is staring right at her fucking asshole in the chat, would be to show Jimmy's work to this dickhead right there that's playing, I don't know, some kind of Zelda or something. And
he wouldn't even pay attention. He wouldn't even know.
I know.
I mean, you could fucking, I mean, dude, Josh Cannon is a very oblivious and narrow-minded, forgetful person. You could tell him anything, and the next day he'll forget. I mean, it could be something important, something that he likes, and he'll be like, yeah, it's a great idea, and then the next day just completely fucking forgets all about it.
Wait, I almost forgot to tell you this. Oh, shit. Oh, okay. I don't remember if I got to tell you this, because I don't know how far you got into that me and Jimmy had a fucking killer time on Papa Kill a couple of weeks back. And I'm in there, I'm like kind of flirting with Ashley Cummings. He comes in later, and she is just like, oh my God, who is this fucking hunk that just appeared? And Jimmy was looking good. Like, he shaved, he had this glow about him. I mean, you only saw him from the neck up, but he looked like he really worked out his neck and head.
Yeah.
And she was like, there's this fucking hot guy. It was so much fun. Everybody had so much fun with that show, and like bouncing off of each other and her. God damn, I was like, man, he couldn't have came on at a more perfect time. That was killer. So yeah, I really want to snag you and come on with me one of these days with Steve here, so we can pester you about how you know how to do shit.
Who can just punch the shit out of anything that stands in your way.
Jimmy's a lot of fun to watch for sure. I got to point out really quick, Roy was over in Josh's chat a minute ago, tagging him saying, are you a fan of Fatal Fury or Terry Bogard's escapades at all? That's obviously a reference to the recent happenings on the subreddit where Roy portrayed me as Terry Bogard, mostly because I stole Terry Bogard's ending from my 100 subscriber special. I don't think that Josh, obviously he didn't respond to it. So Roy, be careful, because if you out yourself too much, he's going to fucking blow you up. But yeah, really quick, I'm going to probably head out pretty soon. While he's sitting there in his comatose, drunken state, I do want to ask you to put on something on YouTube. If you type in Killer Instinct and then type in Andy James, it is the best rendition of the theme song you'll ever hear.
Speaking of which, all of the boss designs were pretty bad.
Well, I'll get that ready to go.
All right, I figure we can use that as aftercare, because I need some aftercare from all the just watching this guy doing what he's doing right now for hours on end. He's just sitting there looking at shit. I guarantee you, he's not even watching his own video. He's probably surfing for porn, or he's reading the chat, fucking wishing that $5 would pop up. You know. And he's just vaping and I mean, he's vaping, watching himself, like looking so fucking miserable. This right here, this is what kind of broke me as a chatter, as a viewer. I would chime in and be like, dude, you look miserable. You look really fucking pissed off. Are you okay? Are you upset? Stop fucking concern trolling me, dude. If you don't like it, don't watch it. Well, motherfucker, you're the one not liking it and watching it. Look at you, you know?
Ring the notification bell.
Oh, he's probably checking his gut. Yeah. I wonder, do you think he like checks your subreddit and just rages, or do you think he like checks it and is like, well, I'm glad people are talking about me?
Oh, he rages. He fucking hates my guts, dude. I mean, at this point if there was ever a way that I could go back, it would have already happened. Yeah. Even Frankie has reached out to Josh saying, you need to bury the hatchet. You need to get with Steve on common ground. And I'm more than willing to. I'm more than willing to sort of have this half and half, you know, but he doesn't want to engage. He wants to ignore me like I don't exist. And what really pisses him off is that the whole premise of what I did and why I did it was that he doesn't want any other characters in his universe. And I took a crowbar and forced my way in. So whether he likes me or not doesn't matter anymore. People know who I am. They know I'm connected to him. And whenever they get tired of his shit, they come looking for me. So
can you imagine this? Like, this is just another, you know, I know it'll never happen, but imagine if like we got Josh to hire Jimmy, and Jimmy, like, you know, hey, you know what? You kind of have a setup already, but how about all this extra? So all these, you know, like the special effects that Jimmy does, sound effects on tap, you know, infinite amounts of like, you know, creepy, weird, unusual, industrial videos and shit like that, just fucking ready to go. And like how if he used like a resource like that, like how it could add to like a show like this. It's like that. Goddamn, he's had his channel now what, over 10 years?
Yeah. Yeah.
So it should be way more advanced than this, especially at 20-some thousand subscribers. And he's making some money. I mean, not all directly from the stream, no, but he does have the band. He's making some money that way. He's got revenue streams from other places too. He really should be a lot further along.
Yeah. Yeah, Narm's pointing out that whenever anybody says anything on Reddit, the sycophants do spy it out and they'll feed it to him. So, you know, just saying. But yeah, Jimmy, we're just sort of spitballing. We don't really expect you to actually, like there is nothing you could do for him. We've all tried to steer this guy into something better, to take better advantage of the platform that he has. But in his mind, he's the one who got himself there. Therefore, he doesn't need to listen to anybody else, no matter how far it falls. That's pride for you, I guess. He's a tin pot dictator. He doesn't want to share the spotlight. That's why I force it to happen. That's why when you tell a guy like me no, dude, that just fucking drives me. Like I will fucking sacrifice my arms and legs to troll this fucking guy just because he doesn't want me to. You know,
that's why we're doing this stream right now. He demanded that I use my software and do Fridays with him, and I had no choice. And I was like, like I don't have a choice. I'm just gonna do it.
Yeah. Well, and then go figure. You and I we're winging it a lot, and we're far more on point than this guy. We don't leave our chat hanging. We don't disappear to the bathroom constantly. We come correct, even if it means putting fucking lunch meat in a cardboard tube. That shit was a good, at least 15, 20-minute joke. Shit. And you know what? Leave the lunch meat in there till next week, and let's see what it looks like. It's fucking, let's make a project out of it.
I mean, I've said this before. You don't threaten me with a good time. Don't think I can't find some place to hide this and then come back to it and like give it a good. Oh, it's so awful. Oh my God. I wish you could smell it with me. Like, if only you could be on one end of the docking station while I'm on the other end of the docking station, and we're not putting our penises in it, but we're putting our noses in it. We're just breathing in the rotting air. Remember, we've got DWG Premium and DWG Premium Plus for you to choose.
Because there is a huge difference between the two. Don't get them confused, guys.
Don't get them confused, please, God. The smell's never gonna come off.
It won't. Bologna is permeating, dude. It leaks into anything.
Jimmy found a good emoticon. Oh yeah. Here's another good point. Yeah, so I'm sure probably Roy knows what I'm talking about with like Maddox. How Maddox was another guy around around that same time, and people really liked him. They got it. It was satire, but like it was just this kind of like nonsensical manly man humor. And then he came out with a book in 2005 or 2006, and the book was fucking epic. I mean, every page was hilarious. The art was hilarious. Everything about it was perfect. And immediately after that goddamn book came off, it's like that Maddox guy. It's like that Maddox guy became Load, Metallica's Load. Like, just instantly not funny anymore, updated less frequently than Bimmy, so on, so forth, forever. It's like, again, I know I bring it up every now and then. That Maddox guy is another guy that, goddamn, I wish I could find someone that would like to go down that rabbit hole about how, like, where he started, where he stayed for a while, and how fucking hard that drop off was. But then it came back up when he hooked up with, Dick Masterson. Because, I mean, Steve, you're aware of Dick Masterson, right? He's not some unknown character to you, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that guy's, one of those naturally just funny guys to ever exist. He not a comedian, just naturally funny.
Yeah.
So,
sure. That's the best kind, really. That's the best kind.
Yeah. But that's a story for another show. This is the Josh show, and I guess he pulled the plug, didn't he?
He did.
I see the spinner.
Yeah.
You said Killer Instinct Andy
James.
Yeah, I see him. What's his good song for us to get me ready to queue up for our way out of here?
Well, I mean, his Killer Instinct cover is
okay. I was just making sure you didn't mean a character in particular, like Fulgore. Just
no
the theme in particular.
Yeah, he does the theme, but then near the end he improvises a solo, so it's already really good as it is, and then the solo kicks in. And this guy Andy James is one of my favorite guitar players. He's really, really fucking good. I mean, he's amazing.
All right, I got that queued up. Man, this was fucking fun. This is like the shit that I bitch about with people that I trust, like you. It's like, this is what I wish the Dabbleverse was. Just a couple of goofballs goofing, having a goofy good time with a goofball of a chat for a couple of hours and not I mean, yeah, we were kind of stream sniping, but we were having fun with it, and we weren't obsessed with it. We weren't we weren't watching it intently and pausing it every 2 seconds, and then
Yeah.
commenting on the 2 seconds before it, then playing it for 2 seconds, then commenting.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
like
That's,
the things that I bitch about, like the Dabbleverse, like it's went from covering Stuttering John and Kevin Brennan and Chad Zumach to now these like B level. It's like these C level shows are covering B level shows, and they're all
yeah.
people like that no one's heard of. It's like
Yeah.
it's like you've got show B, the fun guy show, and they're watching the fun girl show, and it's AIDS. It's watching a baby
Yeah.
get the AIDS diagnosis. And it's hell. And I was like, I don't even understand like how some of these B and C shows have any viewers whatsoever. And they're not fun, and their chat isn't fun. Their chat all has
Yeah.
AIDS too. And they have
Yeah.
AIDS and they're looking at their kid in the burn ward. And but
Yeah.
I don't know. This is what I like to do. So, we can do this as often as much as you want. I mean,
Sure.
if you think of a reason to go live tomorrow, hit me up at some point and we can go
Sure.
live again at 10. If not, then no, I'm not putting you on the spot. That's not what
Yeah.
I'm doing. I'm not doing that. But if you think of something, let me know. And when I get back from whoring around, we'll do something. If not, then I guess I'll see a lot of you Sunday. For those of you still in here Sundays, it's typically a wrestling show, so I get it. It might not be for everybody in the audience here, but it's one of the few things that I'm verbose about. So I like to talk wrestling, and this Sunday we're going to be talking about the good-looking whores of the Attitude Era. So if anyone wants to come by for that, unless something happens, then I'll just fucking pivot and figure it out. But I'm planning on going live at a minimum. I'm planning on going live 8 p.m. Central right here. Where can they find you, Steve?
Watching Molly Holly matches. No, just kidding. They can find me right here in this little thingy right here. And y'all know about the subreddit. Most of you guys are from the subreddit in here. Jimmy, if you don't know, the subreddit is the DWG Truth. We do to Josh what he does to others. We lambast him and rake him, and we do it for free, though. We don't do it for money, so we're not immoral like he is. We do it for the laughs.
Yeah,
that makes us good people.
We're on the right side of history.
Yeah.
Hey Doc, where's Papa Kilby? He had a show like the week after we did his, but I guess he took a couple of weeks off. I saw him around the horn, but like I just think he just took a couple of weeks off. I didn't hear anything. So I don't think there's any scandal or nothing like that. I think he just decided, fuck it, I don't feel like streaming this weekend. But yeah, like I said, it's like, Papa Kill's another one of those guys that he gets a bad rap for some reason. I think it's just because he sounds like he sounds fucking mean. You can attest to that, can't you? Like when you listen to the show that I was on, doesn't he? He kind of sounds like a mean dickhead. And he is a mean dickhead, but I like him. Jimmy likes him too.
Yeah.
He's our mean dickhead. So, but that's let's get caught up on our super chats here, guys. Where's Slush got to be that left the stream exact hour like it's oh god, yeah, I hate that too. When people get to the point where it's like, I am obligated to doing 90 minutes to maintain an audience. At 90 minutes, I'm out of here.
Yeah, at the last minute, he was getting trolled by some guy named Mike in there, where he's like, "Yeah, he's gonna go off and go jack off," or it's like, come on, trolls! If people are gonna be trolling Slosh, you can't be coming at the last minute, guys. You gotta get there early and early and often. Early
And
bird
Jimmy, I'm
catches the
gonna
worm.
hold you to that. I want you to come on with us.
That's right. That's right.
I want Steve with me, but if not, I want you all to myself so you can give me your hot guy tips so I can seduce Ashley Cummings next time I'm on Papa Kill. You just have to promise not to be on there this time, you fucking cock blocker.
You got to show Ashley the NES docking station and let her know that girls like it too.
Oh yeah, that could be something too. I could make the clammy docking station for girls.
No.
Yeah, it'll look like a deformed hand, like a pig's foot on both sides of it. And the girls are just like, they just ooh and ahs, they jam it up in themselves, and they watch the great programming over at Dancing with Ghosts while they moan in ecstasy, and they play their own version of Girl Hungry Hippo as they roll the meat back and forth like I'm rocking back and forth right now.
but they're fancier than we are. They use prosciutto. Bologna's for the poor.
I got the good kind. I showed you. I still got the whole. I guess I need to give the rest of this away. I can prove it. I'm gonna get it out of the. I told you I went to the Walmarts. I told you. You probably thought it's like he's lying. He went to a much bougier place than the Walmart. No, I went to the Walmarts, and it's right here. I prove it. Oh God, it's watering on me. Oh,
it's leaking, dude. It's got pre-cum.
Looky right there. I got the Oscar Mayer. The Oscar Mayer beef bologna, thick cut for my sight gag.
Yeah, Oscar Mayer is the fancy French stuff, right? I mean,
it is. Oh God, the water is all over me. The nasty fucking sweating beef bologna water. Oh God.
I wonder if there's somebody out there, or if there's not, I want to write a comedy sketch about a person that subsists only on bologna water. They don't eat or drink anything else but bologna water, but it has the right amount of nutrients to keep them alive. So
it'll be
or
like.
Also, go ahead.
It'll be like Mr. Burns, where he thinks I'm invincible. No, it's the opposite. If any one of these germs get through the door, you're dead. I'm invincible, Smithers.
Well, maybe if you drink enough bologna water, it like helps your immune system or something, or destroys it. I don't know.
I will not be streaming the Super Bowl. I don't know shit about fucking goddamn sports. I know fake wrestling, and that's goddamn it. Oh, God. Oh, hey, Rudy. Thanks for coming in. Again, I know none of you all fuckers do it, but Rudy, you might want to rewind this to the beginning. I think you'll have a good time. There's probably never going to be another time that I suggest that to someone coming in. If anything, if you watch it, you'll be able to at least tell me and Steve we're having fun. Oh God! The water! I can smell it. Oh God! It's so nasty.
It's in your carpet now.
Bologna water.
It's all in your carpet.
Yeah, well, the carpet's seen worse.
Oh no!
This fucking whore squirted all over my goddamn carpet one time. I had to keep like a bottle of like hand sanitizer. I swear I would squirt the hand sanitizer on where the squirt went to like cover the smell, and it would cover it for a while, but eventually the hand sanitizer would go meet Jesus, and then once it disappeared, the squirt water smell would come back. Like,
Yep.
Like I can't sleep if I'm breathing that in.
Yeah, it's cool on a video, but when you experience it in real life, you're like, this is not cool.
Oh, it's not cool. I mean, well, in the heat of the moment where you're like, you fucking squirt on my face, you fucking cunt, so I can slick my
Yeah.
hair back into a ponytail. Like that part's cool. But then after you're done, you're like, oh, I've
Yeah.
got to get my hair out of the squirt water ponytail.
Yeah. You know, post nut clarity isn't just for jerking it off. Post nut clarity after some weird ass sex will have you questioning yourself, like, why did I just do that? Punished Eric would like to point out that baloney water enema will clean you out real good. I will take your word for it.
Well, I'll tell Roy this quick.
Sure.
The lore with the name was gonna be this. Like when I was eventually going to be a complete gimmick. I was going to go full on into the crazy gimmick at one point. I think you were in here when I was talking about Tony, Roy. I hope I am because I know Steve don't want me to start all over because he's about
No,
checking
Roy
out
was
right now. But
Roy got the breakdown.
But so I can fast forward. So what I was going to
Sure.
do was I was going to go full in with the crazy gimmick, and it was going to be that I was going to be of the belief that my Harley Quinn was dead, my one true love, the fire in my loins was gone.
Yeah.
So, and I don't want to call myself Joker. That's as passe gets. It's as bad as that fucking meme. I'm the Joker, baby. And
Yeah.
that's bad. So I didn't want to do that. So I was like, so what my gimmick was gonna be was I was gonna be so obsessed over the fact that I lost my one true love. I took her name to honor her memory. So that's what it was going to be. But I never went through with the whole crazy things. I just knew it's like, eventually I'm going to look in the mirror and I'm like, I'm putting all this effort in. And if it doesn't make dollars, it doesn't make sense. So fuck it. I'll just do the name because I like the alliteration. So
Yeah.
that's why that's where the name came in. Plus, and I'm not lying. I am a gigantic DC Comics fan. I truly, truly love the lore of the Joker and Harley Quinn. Not all the multiverses. Some of them are,
Yeah.
but for the most part, I truly love. I mean, one day I need to detach my fucking laptop here and take you all on a tour of the house so you all can see all my fucking toys and posters and statues and shit. Then you'll understand. It's like, oh, okay. So it is an obsessive thing, but it's not criminally obsessive.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. So
It's just it's a healthy fandom. It's a hobby.
Yes, it is. It's a costly hobby. It's much, much, much more costly than your hobby with Josh. Oh,
Well, I
baloney
mean,
water's probably a good detox. I'm not already full on crazy. I'm just 80%, not all the way. I got my meds are covered in fucking baloney water, so I can't even pull up my gimmick box of fucking meds right now.
fucking baloney flavored pills.
Name on it, and they all stink to high heaven because of you people. You people that I want to please. I don't blame you people. I blame me. I blame me for being so much of a people pleaser. Just okay.
Yeah.
I guess we're caught. God damn it! I don't
Yeah.
want to fucking leave though, and I know you got to, but yeah. So let's all hang out again Sunday if y'all would like to.
Do you got that song queued up for one?
I got the song queued up, and
we'll do our little aftercare.
It's just a little aftercare. We're gonna play.
I would like to get your reaction to it once it's over because it's a timeless song, but now done in a way that kind of gives it the gravitas that it needs. So
yeah, so I guess gotta get to where I am showing it. Now it's a close up of my pretty face again. So I am going to share screen. The Instinct, Killer Instinct. Also share audio. So play.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Get fucking hyped. Give me your quarters, bitch.
Give me your fucking quarters, you fuck.
Give me your quarters.
Have your fucking tongue up my ass while I play this goddamn game. I don't know why I said that. I have problems.
I liked how they had fatalities that weren't really fatal, you know, like just kind of fatal.
Oh yeah, yeah. Some of them were just were not. Yeah, they were. I'm going to knock you out of these.
Yeah.
Not you're fucking dead.
Throwing people off the building was fun.
Oh yeah.
So it starts out normal enough, but in the last part of the song, he goes into an improvised solo, and it just adds the icing on the cake. But really, it is very pitch perfect.
And it is fitting that we're using it because we're not just being random, because we were talking about Killer Instinct earlier. I really wish I would have got better at the 2013 game. I was so hyped that it came out, and it came out, and I played it, and I got okay at it, but like, just like the past couple of recent years of like Mortal Kombat shit, you gotta go to fucking college to do any of them goddamn combos.
Yeah.
Like, when I see people play the game like on the internet and they just play it and they're good at it, I'm like, I don't know how you're fucking doing that, because everything I want to do, I'm pausing that game every 5 seconds to look at the move list. Thank God it had a fucking move list. To look at the move list just to be able to, you know, do something.
So he's in it. This is the bridge. After the bridge is when he just fucking dumps it, and that's the time when I want to just get your reaction to it. Right here.
A little Zach Wild there.
Yeah. Yeah. So whenever I want to hear the Killer Instinct song, this is the song that I listen to.
You like to watch it being performed by Sam Hyde.
I've actually seen this guy play live before. I mean, he's the real deal, man. His pinky is the same size as his index finger. It's fucking freak show shit.
Jesus Christ. Oh, this is cool, dude. This is the fucking character select music.
Yeah. And it sounds like perfect. It sounds so on point.
It sounds exactly like, I don't know what year this video is, so I'll just say, it sounds like if you said, make a 2025 modernized metal version of the character select music.
Yeah.
That's very good. And like, and for anyone that's into, you know, that kind of music, because I am, you know, there's certain games that just have outstanding soundtracks.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if you look up like, you know, Killer Instinct, oh God, what the fuck do they call it? Not full track, full. Okay, if you're interested in getting the full music, you'll type in like Saber Wolf and then full dynamic theme, and you'll know you got the right one if it's like, you know, 8 or more minutes, you know, like Saber Wolf, for example, is like 12 or 13 fucking minutes long.
Yeah.
And it's very good, very, very creepy, gothic, totally like, you know, Dracula's castle sounding and all that.
Definitely.
But yeah, I guess we're at the end, guys. Hopefully you
Yeah.
learned something today.
Learn that Nintendo will never run out of ideas.
Yeah. But yeah, okay. We'll I guess we'll come at you again soon. If you think of a reason to want to stream again between now and next week, let me know and we'll fucking figure out something if it's not too late and it doesn't impede on anything.
And if nothing else, having these little sort of bits ready ahead of time, because I try to do that for Dylan too. I try to have like little comedy jokes or sketches I do, and I would like to try to incorporate that with here, because I mean you kind of knocked it out of the park with the docking station, because it was already a meme, and now you went ahead and fucking blew it out the water with baloney and all kinds of good shit. So that's sort of
I'm making it. I'm selling it. I want to be a millionaire.
And I told you, take my money. Take my money.
Give me money. Please. I just don't want to have to work anymore. I just want you people to make me rich so I can put on face paint every day and not work.
Right. But I want to thank everybody from the sub who's here. I want to thank everybody from the Dalvers who's here. Just thank you guys for being here, because the fact that we even have an audience is a miracle, mind-blowing, I would say, and I'm very appreciative of it, because I remember streaming to like an audience of 1 or 2 people, and I still did it. I didn't stop me at all, and if I have to go back to that, I will. But I'm just appreciative for everybody who shows up. I really am.
Yeah, I mean, same here. There were some days that I loaded it up and even did all the things right. Where I went on Twitter and I said, I'm going to be streaming at 8 Central. I'm going to be playing Resident Evil. And then I get started and I can look right there and see how many people's here. And there would be fucking 0. And then it would go to 1 for a second. And then go back to 0. And I'm like, I might want to pull the plug on this whole goddamn thing altogether. And then luckily someone would pop in and want to talk. And I'm like, oh, okay, now it's worth it, And it is to me, like I used to say, and I'm never going to quit saying, I just forget to bring it up. Every time I do one of these, it's a little bit of real life mental health therapy for me.
Oh yeah. No, for sure. I mean, like at the beginning of the stream, I was like, oh, I got a headache. I don't feel sick. But you know what? Like I feel right as rain, man. I don't know. And with Dylan too, on Wednesday night, I wasn't feeling it. Yeah. And then by the time I was done, I was like, man, I feel great. It's good to spend time with some friends and have a couple laughs. And that's worth more than anything in the whole world. You can't buy that. You can't buy friendship.
And we're glad you're here, not doing anything more productive with us as well, Pixel. All right, I guess we've been saying goodbye now for about 2 hours. So I guess we actually have to say goodbye so these people can, take a shower and wipe the clown makeup off their own face.
Well, they have to find out how many paper towel tubes are left in their houses, because they might be trying to steal our copyright.
And if anyone needs, some extra, I'll open up the window over here and like.
There you go.
Wait. Yeah, that one smells like baloney water, but I can still beat it on it.
Well, the joke's on you. My dick already smells like baloney all the time, so I don't really care.
All right. Well,
all right.
Hey, everybody, I guess I'm going to hit end stream. Hey, Steve, if you can hang out for a minute, don't rush off.
Sure.
And then I'll vent to you about some stuff that I'm not going to vent publicly. And then I promise I'll let you go to bed.
And then I'm going to spill the tea and tell everybody what you told me.
Oh, you motherfucker. All right. Bye, everybody.
Bye.